Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know what going.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located there at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on. Yeah, so at work, I'm making another trampoline, a custom made. So certain things are different and whatnot, right? So they had this other guy who does because I was so behind in certain things and he wanted some overtime. I gave him some material to cut up for me so I can get ready so I don't have to waste time doing all that. And he cut them like he's supposed to, but turns out that for some reason there's a slant on each cut, but it's nothing too drastic. It's just if I measure from one side, it looked like, yes, this is 180. But then if I measure from the other side, it's like 179 and I don't know, 15, 16, right? So it's off by like a 16 to an eighth. I didn't recognize that because every time I measured, I was getting my 180 and all kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, these are nice and straight, nice. So I start assembling it and I'm putting everything. So when I measure 180, and I put the other piece on the other side and I line it up. So it's already down like an eighth and I don't realize that. So I'm setting everything up and making sure they square and I'm squaring from the inside instead of the outside and everything is squaring up. But then when I'm putting it together, they're not lining up. So I'm trying to figure out like, how is it not working? Like I'm doing everything perfectly. So I set up everything and I'm putting it together, assembling it before I tell everybody I finish and it can go out to get plated. The boss coming because he's like, okay, I have some projects I want to work on. And I'm not satisfied because these things, I had to literally slam them together. And when I was doing that, it was bending up some of the joints that I had, right? Everyone. And it took me a while because the boss said, okay, you're going to finish these, right? Because you look like everything out of the way. So I was like, not really. He's like, how long is it going to take? I'm probably going to finish it next week. He's like, next week? I was like, yes, next week. He's like, that don't look like you're going to take until next week. I was like, well, I have some changes to make because something not sitting right with me and I need to correct it. He's like, but next week? I was like, yes, bro. Like, what are you doing? There's no rush on this. I'm trying to make sure it's right. He's like, okay. In my head, I was like, I'll rectify the problem and done it by Monday. So the only thing I have to do is clean it up and then send it out. But on Thursday, I realized that it was off and that was the reason. So I had to cut out everything and put it back. So the angles on them, they ain't 90. They ain't straight. They off by a bunch just so I can get the required spacing. So in my head, I'm like, is this going to fucking mess up the structure? Or I don't know how it's going to impact it. But I cut that shit out like so many times and welded over so many times. I'm like, the material across there where I just weld, I'm pretty sure it's weak. I'm pretty sure the weld is stronger than the material is welded too for how much time I heat it up. So in my head, I'm praying, I'm like, this thing gonna be under beer pressure when it's assembled. Like the springs and so gonna be pulling it in. And I'm like, is it gonna snap or rip? Because in my head, if it rips and the weld stays strong, they can't blame me because they don't know better. I'm like, hey, all these problems, right? You see my weld still strong and the material rip. I'm hoping that would be my getaway card if anything happens, right? But yeah, that one really had me working, so I had to correct my mistakes. And I can't really say it's my mistakes, but then again, it's mine because I should have did my due diligence and really did all the check-ins, but I trusted that they were right from the jump.
So what if you decide to like start over? Like how long everything would take?
It's not matter how long.
You don't seem too confident in it right now. So like why don't just start from scratch?
Because okay, so when a person ordered the trampoline, right, they give them a pricing and they price them for the total of material that they buy. So they have, all right, I'm gonna buy 200 feet of material, but we only need like 300 feet, right? And they have to pay for the entirety of all the material plus the profit for laboring and how much they cost. And so, all that plays in. So they're making a profit overall. So if I make a mistake that much with that much material, they're gonna have to go and buy new material, and then they're gonna have a loss now because they have to buy new material, which isn't in the cost already for the trampoline. You know what I mean? So in order to not waste material, I have to use what I can, and I have to make sure when I cut and replace that I can still weld the gap, because I can weld the gap at least half an inch wide, but that much welding is gonna pull the material, and that's always my problem. Like the bigger the gap, the more it moves when I'm welding it. So that's what makes it tricky. It's like, so I had to weld the big gap and then grind it out a little, put a little groove in it, and then weld it back. So I make sure it really weld in and get like it penetrates into this material. Because if it's just on the surface, that shit cracking. So I have to make sure it's like through and through. So yeah, I think I have it to a decent point where it's just like it assembles nicely. I'm just worried about those angles and welds and shit, but it should hold. But we will find out when I'm fired if it doesn't.
Nah, I have to applaud you, bro. Like this welding thing, bro, it sounds like a whole lot of math. And I'm not built like that.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. But I'm really trying my best though, because in my head, like I'm not taking any vacations or time off until I have the shop the way I want it. And I'm getting close, but I just need some time to really, like, I need to stop working so I can just move things in places and put them where I want them, and then stack up the small little details. But I didn't have the time yet. I thought this week would have been my time. As soon as I finish this custom super tramp, I'd have some time to like rearrange the shop. But then the boss came in and he hadn't been in the shop for at least 2 weeks. And he's just like, well, next week I want you to start working on this project that I have in mind. I'm like, bro, give me a break, man. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about my vehicle. The engine light is back on, and yeah, Greta is just like doing her own thing.
Bro, like, weren't you the one who said you're gonna buy a brand new vehicle because you didn't want these type of problems?
I did say that, but everybody was saying that your first car shouldn't be a new car.
So you bought a used car off the lot?
He didn't have a job either.
Yeah, I didn't have a job either.
So you bought a used car off the lot?
Yeah, it was a 2015. An old lady had it, but she couldn't handle the Jeep, so she went and got a smaller vehicle. So it was, yeah, she had it for at least, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, and she kept it in good condition because she doesn't really drive unless when she gonna pick up her groceries and stuff.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Every car video I watch, they say never buy a used car off the lot. I don't know why, but no, I don't know why, but that's like the number one rule. Never buy a used car off the lot.
Remember the people who be giving up their cars to the lot, to the dealership to sell, is usually their last resort.
No, but I get what you mean. But like the guy who works at the Kia who sold us, Carl brought him a bunch of customers, so he like Carl. So
That don't
Carl,
mean anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna do his job the way he's supposed
I
to.
know, I get you. But when Carl said, yo, you have this car on the lot because we saw it on the internet, the guy's like, no, we don't. And Carl's like, nah. And then the man went, he's like, oh shit, there's a car like that on the lot. So he went and like got the facts and stuff and information. He's like, oh yeah, this lady, she's like really old and she had this vehicle. Because like, I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
I get what you're saying.
They sold you crumbs that they couldn't account for.
I see how this looks, and maybe I was fooled into buying it, but I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to me, and it was my fault why the car is in this condition.
It's not your fault, bro.
My lack of knowledge.
You bought a car off the lot, and the car came without oil. That's not your
No,
fault.
you see, that's what I mean. I don't have the full story. Let me explain. So I bought the car probably at the end of August, right? Last week or something like that in August. I was under the impression that after a year, you'll take it back to checkup and then they'll do the whole thing. So what I was doing was they tell me everything good, blah, blah, blah. And I drove that car for at least 9 months without even looking in the hood. Okay? At some point, you would think, yeah, once a month you check to see if everything looking good. But what the fuck I go open the hood and check? I don't know shit about shit. Right?
YouTube videos.
Bro, you have to have a problem for you to research something. That's
you
what
don't
I'm
have to.
thinking. Jaron, tell me what you know about spacecraft.
I don't own a spacecraft, nor do I intend to own one. So I'm
Okay,
not watching a
okay.
video.
All
So
right,
I'm not
all
watching
right.
a video about spacecraft.
Yeah, you
That
can
makes
walk right
sense.
into that one.
I walk right into that one. Okay. Hmm, hmm. What do you know about the internal mechanisms of your Switch?
It's a Nintendo Switch. I paid $300 for it. I can buy another one.
I can buy another Jeep. That's not the issue here.
Okay. Baller.
So you
You
get
check?
sometimes.
Nobody does that.
Nigga, my alternator is down, and you know what? My
You
car
check?
parked up in the front because I don't know what to do. Well, I
Why
can
even go
actually
YouTube?
no.
Go to the
The thing is, right? I can actually replace it myself, right? But I don't really feel confident because I watched the dude do it. He did it on a garage, and my car parked to the side of the road. So that means I'm gonna be at the side of the road, you know, fixing up this car. People could be zooming past. Somebody go run over my foot. That's all I have to say.
Okay, but my whole thing with the Jeep, right? I was on the impression they're gonna tell you, they're gonna call you after a certain amount of time saying, okay, sir, you need to come in and take a checkup so we can see if everything is good with the car. So I was saying until that call comes in or that email comes in, I was good. So I was just driving the car without checking to figure out anything. Me and my dad was having a conversation the other day. He was just like, bro, what do you never see me check the car like at least every morning or every week? Like, why wouldn't you check your car? I was like, because I didn't know I had to. He's like, you have to maintain and stuff. Like, I don't know, you know? So he's like, at least every 2 weeks, you should check to see if your fluids and everything okay. And he's telling me, you check your engine oil. I'm like, well, yeah. And he's like, you check the other thingy. I was like, there's 2 dipsticks in the engine. He's like, yeah, dog. And I was to check some other. He's like, your brake fluid. I was like, bro, why can't I have all these lubricants, huh? I get there's a bunch of moving parts, but yeah. So after the engine light first came up, I went to check the manual. Turns out you're supposed to check your car every 6 months. I didn't know that. No, I know. So I was running it the same way for 9 months under the impression that everything was dandy, but that shit could have been like needed to fix 5 months in, and I didn't know. And I just kept running that bitch. And now I know, I can do better because now I'm aware. So when I finally go and decide to sell off this SUV to somebody else to just deal with,
When you finally scam somebody.
but that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Literally, I'm buying one of them ODBs too, so I can clear the engine light. That's what it's called, everyone. OD.
Yeah.
If the person have one and they come with one, they can check and see when last you reset it.
Yeah.
Safe. I'll tell them I took it to the dealership.
Okay. No, but then that means that you either report why the dealership cleared it, or you look sus for trying to hide something.
Or I can say, yeah, I just got new parts. I just put in a new water pump, Yeah. And I just took it to the dealership, got it installed, and they just wiped that bitch.
Once you're willing to tell them that.
Yeah, I'm telling that. The value going up now. Like, I just put in new parts. This shit up.
That's not
how it works. I know.
Nah. You see, you know what your downfall is, Timon?
Listen.
And you do this in a lot of freaking things. Before Timon makes sure of something, he will assume and live with that assumption. He will make all his decisions on that assumption and never ask until something makes him ask.
The thing is, I understand that's a bad thing, but I also do that a lot because why think negatively?
See, I mean, I just cover him. I just making sure that I don't have to look back now.
See, guys, everyone is a negative guy. I've been telling you.
I see the big picture. I see full picture, not just the parts that make me happy. That's the reality of life.
I can see the big picture eventually. We worrying about.
Y'all know. I told Tim, for all y'all that wear winter, right? Happens is when it snows, right? What they use to clear the roads and to make the snow melt so there's not ice on the road is salt, right? They throw the salt on the road. The salt will melt the snow into water, so you just have wet, salty water on the road, right?
Beach water.
Everybody knows vehicles are made of things that things that have a tendency to rust. All right, And everybody knows that things rust when one of the things that make things rust is when you expose it to salt water. Which means every time it snows and there's water on the road and you drive in and you're splashing through it and the car's in front of you throwing up all that water on your car, all that is salt water.
So basically, if somebody splash salt water on my car, I should beat them up.
No, I'm just saying this is the mechanics of what's happening here, right? You could beat them up if you like.
No,
So I told Timon, well, I asked Timon, this is like what was it, January, Timon? Like halfway through. You wash your car? He's like, yeah, wash that. Timon, I was like, but you drive your car in the winter and salt and rush. Nah, they did this thing to my car safe, man. And Timon not even check for see nothing. Timon just said, yeah, me not watch that. Like, when you do that?
okay, no, that's different.
Assumptions, right? Building his whole thing on assumption until the one time he go and check his car and the boy just see like a rust spots appearing out of nowhere. I tried to tell him, and my boy was just like, yeah, I already assumed that I don't need to, so
Okay,
I don't
but
need to.
You see where you did it wrong? You said, Timon, you wash your car? Like, if it is the
No,
Timon,
I'm
no,
tell you
you
must
know,
wash your car.
if it started off up front, it said, bro, the salt water, this gonna rust your car, right? You need to wash your car. You start the conversation, Timon, you wash your car? I'm gonna look at you like, nigga, mind your business. You know what I mean?
Ignorant.
No, it's really the way that you start the conversation, bro. Like we had an argument about this the other night. You started like this. I'm like, nigga, why you coming at me? Fuck you. That's not your business. You wash for your car?
Simple question.
So my
Yes, I wash
thing
my
was
fucking
right.
car.
This is my whole thought process. Man, I'm gonna wash my car today and go straight back on that road.
Boss.
So Timon, you okay with cooking in your dirty kitchen?
Okay,
So you were cooking a dirty pot. Since you look back.
All right,
You just
I
go
see
down
where
to
this
again.
is going. I see this is going. So let me explain it in some more details.
Someone say, why bed?
The temperatures during the winter are ridiculous. I need to explain it. No, my thing is, I'm driving on this road at least 5 to 4 times, a day in a week, right? If I go and say, boom, I'm gonna go wash my car.
Why you
I
so active
drive it
during the winter?
because I work
So you have to go work 5 times in a one day?
in the week. I said,
No, you said a day.
did I?
Yes.
I said 4 to 5 times in a week, didn't
No,
I?
you said a day.
All right, guys, I'm sorry for making an error because I'm only human. Anyways, 4 to 5 times in a week, I'm traveling, right? And then I have to go and wash my car, take it to the drive-through or wherever, right? And wet up my car. And the water's going to get into crevices. And because the temperature is so cold, it's going to just freeze. And then as soon as I'm done and I get home and I open up my door, the rubber's going to tear because water and the rubber just rip. Then that's more damage because now the seal is broken and it's just getting damaged up. And this is me. Instead of getting my car wet during the winter, I could just hold out. Because if I'm going to be in the same condition, either way, just leave it and wait until the conditions are right. So when the temperature drop where it's not going to freeze the water right away, I can go clean the car. That's my whole thing. In January is when winter is like the coldest. Okay? In my head, bro, it don't make no sense. I will because I parked the car on the side of the road. So this is exactly what happened. Drive, salt on my car. Let me just wash that shit off. I come out, salt back on the car. Then I'm gonna drive it home, parked at the side of the road in front of my apartment, and then cars will just pass across and just throw shit on that bitch. Just did a whole wash, just spend some money just to get the wash off. And it just went right. It's like if I said, all right, guys, I'm cooking some fried food, and then I clean it off, and I just go dip it in some oil and put it in the drain rack. That's what's happening. I'm not even cooking. It's just dirty again. So I said, I'll just wait until the weather gets better, and then I'll just clean it.
Okay.
It was gonna rush either way.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, it was going to rust either way.
Boss.
He's like, yo, you're just caking up things on things. You're gonna rust faster. I'm like, bro.
No, it's more concentrated every time.
Yeah, yes.
Literally.
Yes.
And when it dries, then literally any other particles that was in there, that's like the water and everything gone. So that shit more potent now.
Baby
than it was
girl,
before because
If I
it's
wash
dry.
it off and then let's say the salt was like in a crack, I just wash it away now so I could get in the crack where it wasn't before. So it's
Hey,
just worse.
you see, and when Timon is going off on this too, I'm like, boss, you act like winter is just this new phenomenon everyone is just getting used to, and we're just trying to figure out the best ways how to care
I
for our
mean,
vehicles.
he just getting used to
No,
the
he
winter.
just getting used to it. But I'm telling this nigga from, I was once in his possession. I didn't know shit, and I don't know. And I'm telling this nigga argue with me.
Bro, I
I'm
wasn't
like,
arguing with you, no.
you
I
okay? You
was
weren't
just
argue. You
telling
were
you
like, all right,
what
well,
I
this
was
is kind
going
of.
to do.
Well, it was still not what was supposed to be done. And I was like, you know what? Me not sitting on to you again. Just,
Bro,
I was like, next
I
time you
heard the
come back here on
man's
this topic, you're coming back here to show me rust. That's all that's gonna happen. And you know that's what happened.
yeah, so I went to go watch the car the other day, right? And this is me. Remember, I saw this gold freckles on my white pearl. Ooh. And I was like, wait, those are micro russes. What the hell?
All the rock chips and everything will freaking just because I don't you know this. The coat even like under the paint, right? Isn't the metal coated with some protective layer before like they even paint it? Like there's
Probably.
levels to this shit, yeah. There's levels to this shit. So like with the metal and the treatment and all that stuff. So literally for it to get down to that point where it's actually rusting anything under the paint, I'm like, yeah, that didn't just happen.
Yeah, but that was gonna
That been
happen.
caking.
The way how I drive on the highway, it was about to happen because, bro, I don't know what they do in Toronto, but on the 404, they just keep like doing shit because just grading stuff down off the road.
Construction.
I don't even think it's construction sometimes. Maybe they're just fixing the road. I don't know. But like the road, sometimes they just like cut up or whatever, and then they just dust. And when it rains, I'm like, at least the rain keeping on the dust. Nah, just making it muddy and then tossing back more debris. So I'm just like, bro, I'm moving this speed, they moving that speed, debris flying back, and the closer I am to cars, the more it's hitting the vehicle. And I'm just like, it's if it doesn't like beside the snow and the salt, this is just making the car exposed to all these things later on. And I saw this place in like Mississauga that does like coatings for underneath the car and whatever to help prevent it from rusting, or if it is rusting to prevent the rust from spreading. And I was like, I was looking into it because I'm just like, that's something I can do during the summer and then prepare for the winter. Because my thing is, I didn't get winter tires this year or last year, and I was thinking about getting it this year. But my whole thing is, I don't have sufficient storage, and it just seemed weird to just toss all them in the back of my trunk because then somebody gonna just you know, steal it eventually. It's like, oh yo, this is a rusty ass white pearl Jeep with tires. Let's break into it. So I don't want to give them reasons to make this price look even more, enticing.
More tantalizing.
Check.
I get that. See, that's why you need friends with garages. Not that you store shit for them.
Right?
Yeah. Let's put them here, man.
I'm gonna have to move to Winnipeg.
Yeah, we have plenty of garages with people willing to just store your stuff for you here. That's kind of the culture.
Bro, why you don't go rent out your garage?
Because that's not the culture. I just made that shit up.
I knew it. The fake fact. I fell for it.
Who
Bro,
are you?
I just decided, let me hop on Twitter, see what's on my timeline.
Porn.
Porn.
Yep. That's usually why
P-O-R-N.
I don't like opening Twitter just so. I have to be in a comfortable, controlled environment where I can have situation, my surroundings,
Bro,
and then I can take a chance.
the other day I was somewhere, bro, and I was basically around kids, bro. And I opened Twitter, right? And the first thing I saw was a coochie on my screen, and a little boy looking over, bro. I'm swiping up, and my phone, like, I don't know why, but my phone just wasn't moving, bro. I just tossed it across the room.
What's that?
Shit, yo, I swear, man.
Man, when I came in, what time I was talking about? Talking about your week?
Yeah. Sorry, I
You said
stepped
Dave
out
was
for a
away for like
second.
2 weeks?
Yeah, he was just out to the place for 2 weeks, and everybody was like, nice. And he came in like one day I was on my lunch break eating. It was a Wednesday. I was just eating, and I look over my shoulder because I heard noise. I'm like, I don't know, accustomed to hear people talking because Chris doing his own thing, watching his whatever and packing up stuff. And I see two white hair people. So I was like, wait, Chris, who these white hair people, right? I'm like, Dave's wife here is not gray, right? And then I see these two white guys. I'm like, one is Dave, but who's the other guy? I'm assuming it's his brother or something. And then I was like, whoa, what Dave here? So I was like, you know what, let me not look over at them. Let me just do my own thing. And then Dave came over, was like, hi, Timon. How's it going? It's been a while. I was like, hi, Dave. Yeah. And then he came. While I'm still on my lunch break now, he's like, well, this is what I plan to do with the trampoline. I don't
In
want it
front
to
of his
make,
friend.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, you know, I'm on my break. What do you want me to do?
Nah, man is putting on a show. He's showing him how he run his company to his
Yeah,
friend.
man, flexing, bro.
Oh, what did you get at? Man, hard work this is, you know. I said, this is all I have to show now. He said, watch. I mean, man, yeah, anything me tell you to do, you just come.
Yeah, so so I'm listening to him and he's explaining some stuff to me. He's like, yeah, I think we should do this and that because you know, more space. And I didn't want people to feel all clustered in this, so I'm making it wider. I'm just there like, yeah, okay. He's like, I'll give you the joints later on in the week, and I send you all the details and stuff. But like, this is the initial look because he likes to make I call it little I don't want to call them prototypes, but it's like scaled models of little stuff out to like small pipes and cardboard and stuff. Like, yeah, that's his thing, right? So he come with this whole stuff now. He's like, yeah, we're gonna set up the O1 outside, and then we're gonna put some stuff on it. He's gonna look like this, and the man smiling, telling me all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. Because in my head, it's like it don't make no sense even retaining any of this information because he will change it, and he didn't give me any details, and that's all I've been telling him. Just tell me what you want, and I'll make it. If there's missing dimensions, it's gonna be a problem, but I'll try to make it. But he always come in like, you know, so you will do. But I'm just like, if I do it the way how I want it,
Yeah, you know,
it's not gonna be what he wants. That's the weird thing about it. He's just like, okay, I give you the information, and it's enough information where you can sit down and do the maths to figure out most of it, right? And in my head, I'm just like, so you just half cocked this and said he can figure it out because the information there, right? So now I have to waste time to remember maths that I forgot to go figure it out. And then when I figure it out and I do it, he's like, that's not how I wanted it. I'm just like, nigga, if you wanted specific how, then tell me. Don't leave it up to me to figure it out. And when I figure it out, she's like, nah, that's not what I wanted. And I'm just like, bro, what you're asking for is like, okay, that's what some people have for like engineers, because engineers would make the most ridiculous stuff on a blueprint, right? They drawing and be like, yeah, this is sound, build it. And then somebody who actually builds stuff, like the construction worker, whoever who looks at it, they can initially see a flaw that the engineer can't see because everything is on paper, but they work in it day in and day out. So they know what is capable and what isn't. You know what I mean? So if you have a hanging bridge that's just levitating, the guy who's building it know that he have to build a whole bunch of support systems underneath, and it's going to be mad strenuous, and then you have to do all kind of things to get that off the ground to make it work. The engineer don't see all the work that's going into that finished product, right? So when they see that you put the extra beam somewhere, they're like, hey, what are you putting that beam under that bridge for? He's like, bitch, because it needs to be there. But they don't understand, like, you're messing up the design. That's not what I... Go build it yourself then.
Yeah, he doing it from like an architectural, you know, even think, yeah. But also, I think why they rely on you so much too is because of your resume. I feel that, like, literally, I know, like, I'm not trying to discredit it.
Oh, no, I get you. So
but I know it's not like the engineering stuff y'all did Antigua. Like, yeah, it covers shit. I don't think it's like what they think it is. I think that's how I put it. It's not what they think it is. It's like I would say if you compare to an actual engineering program, that would have been the equivalent of maybe if you did engineering like high school. If your high school offered like a program,
bro,
you know,
it's like what we do is like the integrated to science.
Yeah, it's like a fundamentals of like an introduction to type thing.
So like if you really want to run this part, you're gonna have to go back now, study over these things and do it in depth.
Yeah, get into it more, and you can get that in the next couple of years, you know, in the next class or some shit. I feel like that's where it is. But when them man's look for your resume and say engineer, say, well, I don't have to tell you nothing. You
You
just,
check.
that's why he just so
A
vague.
mechanical engineer, and I got a fabricator and welder. Man, this guy is pretty good.
And that's also why he's so open to your input too.
Yeah, you check. I'm just trying to be like, yo, let me just work, keep my head down, just work. That's literally what I just want to do. I just want to get the blueprint, see the measurements, the angles, the whatevers. I was expecting to meet like symbols for what kind of weld and where the weld should be, because I learned all that shit in school, and the last two places had them on their blueprints. So I'm expecting this. These guys don't have shit, but like it's okay, but they don't have shit.
I
I like the
don't see
people who work
you.
there.
Yeah.
Except, no, actually, I like everybody. I guess except. So that's why I'm working my hardest, because I'm just like, I like it. I could have been in a worse situation or worse place.
Yeah. Plus, them they kind of not kind of they believe in you. Like at this point, they're like, yeah, I can just left everything to Timon.
Yeah, and I like the freedom, bro. The next job that I get, like I said, yeah, I man my own welding station at this big ass factory that produces stuff around the whole of Canada. We really control the market out here. That was me. All those things that y'all see out here, that's me. I can walk into the next place with that kind of confidence and be like, yeah, I can do that.
Or if you get there and that man's just a micromanage you.
Yeah.
Look over his shoulder with them
I'm like, hey, I've been doing this for years, okay?
Get off my dick. So y'all ever experienced any sort of bullying in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, in my village, but
I hear about it because I asked the question. I didn't even think about the answer myself. No, I think about it now. Run that.
Yeah, I've been bullied a few times. But I knew what it was, but I didn't care too much about it, because I would just mostly just smile it off and be like, nah, these people just loving, man. And if I can't go cry about it, like, oh man, my feelings hurt, let me cry, because then I could just give them more ammo.
Nah, village bullying isn't really bullying. Like you getting bullied in school from your friends, that's not like y'all just drilling each other. So that's not too serious.
Like our culture.
No, but that's the part about it. Like, it's a form of bullying, but you see it in a different light. Because if you think about some bullies going out to hurt you, and some of them just forming the fool.
Bro, that's like saying like I actually bully Khaled. Bro, I'm teasing Khaled, I'm playing with Khaled, right? Because I expect Khaled to shoot back at me. Like it's like because if I really wanted to go in, I could go in, bro. But it was light.
Bro. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how like the extent to which you do it or how severe. Like if you do it light, it's still what it is.
Yeah, I think bullying is something that, and I'm starting to see it now, because I didn't get it back then. But bullying can only be claimed on like the receiving end. The person doing the bullying can't say no, I wasn't bullying them, or yes, they can't say the person like they were accused.
Yeah, because
they were actually doing
on
the things that they're accused of doing.
It's how they were feeling, because like, yo, you're picking on me, you're on me, you're saying something I'm not. So
but if let's say Khaled would engage you back the way you wanted to, I don't think you'd be able to say that you bully him. Like you're literally just going back and forth with him, and that's normal. But because he fall and react a certain way that is still taken away from like the reaction you're looking for, that's bullying, I think. Or it can be claimed by him.
Okay. So yeah, trying to call me a bully.
Yes, bitch.
No, I'm just saying that's
don't, you fucking bully.
No, I don't call people what they.
Bitch, stop lying for him, bro. Call it like you sees it.
Yeah, bully boy.
But nah, man, I got bullied in like grade 4.
Shut up, nobody want to hear you.
5.
Anyways, everyone.
Nah, but this is real shit. This is real shit, bro. Because remember, Timon, like I grew up in Newfield. I went to Newfield Primary School, but then grade 4 it was Miss Prince. So I told my mom like, yeah, I'm dropping out of school. And like, yeah, cause she love bang people, right? And she bang them in the back. She's like, she heavy hand no, hit you in the back. And I was like, yo, boop.
I fling across the room and so.
So I told my mom, I'm not going in that class. I'm gonna drop out of school because I'm not going in that class, bro. So they took me up and they took me to St. John's Catholic, right? And dog, I go to St. John's Catholic. Remember now, me like a black youth man from countryside now. Like yo, so the sun upon me extra hot because my day beach every weekend. My head little and grainy, right? And that's my just black and ashy and dirty. I'm a black.
Extra swipe.
So then we go over St. John's Catholic, right? We see all the different little money people, right? And then I just, just nobody liked me for absolutely no reason. They just did not fucking like me. And this is honest. For my first year, I was just so fucking sad. And then my uncle was like, "Yo, what's up with you, bro?" Because I started skipping school. So like my mom would drop me off and then just go down the road and I catch bus go back home. So like the school was talking to my mom and they was asking like, "Yo, what's up with Jaren? He not coming to school and whatnot?" So, and she like, "I drop Jaren off school every day." So had a big thing that like I told him I was getting bullied. Nothing ever happened from that. So after that, my uncle he was like, "Yo, like why you skipping school or whatnot?" I was telling him like, "Yo, these kids like they keep fucking with me." So then he took me in the back of the yard, right? And I started working out with him. I started exercising with him. He started like showing me how to fight. And dog, grade 5, I went back to school and every fucking day I got suspended. Like I came to school this Monday, I got suspended. I come back next week, I'm suspended again. Cause bro, I started beating niggas ass, bro.
The boy
Like,
come back for get revenge, but yeah.
Yo,
Everybody
about
that ever the boy feel
the
it.
third suspension, I'm be like, okay, let's leave him and see what happens.
Okay. Nah, let's see how this goes if he stays.
I'd have been mad curious to see how this really end. Like, are the parents
Reoccurring
gonna come
behavior.
in? Cause like, I don't think this kid's not learning at home. He's like, I'm sitting home and this boy holding his skills.
Mine is like home. We'll come back to school next time and get suspended even worse.
yeah, so I came back swinging, bro. After that, like everything got calm. Like niggas didn't fuck with me no more. So it was yeah. I mean, after getting in the fights, then I started getting like different troubles. That honest to God, bro. Like I was in Newfield school and there was a whole lot of bad shit going on there, right? I learned to cuss in Newfield school.
See,
But St. John's Catholic, right? That's where I learned to fight. That's where I learned to talk to bitches, bro. That's where that's where I learned most of like the bad shit that happened to me in life. Like in the fucking Catholic school, in the primary school, in the school that my mom took me out. Like she put me in for me to become a better person. And I went over there and I just turned gangster, bro.
They're getting extra with these warnings now, boy. Like that whole clicking thing to say, hey, leave because if you want to leave because recording, you can. Like that's new.
Just imagine man, he jerking off his meat. He's just like, the recording, do I leave?
Oh yeah.
Why would you choose to beat your meat on the meeting though?
I don't know. Maybe
somebody
you
found
thought
the screen sweet.
Maybe just like she like biting her lip right now. Ooh, and then you're like, all right, and you minimize the sudden, right? Thinking that I don't know the video could stop and they could turn on the porn, right? And you're just like, yeah, and they start beating, but then you hear the girl say, ew. You're like, what that? And you go back over, still beating it now. You're like, there's no way they can see me, and then you realize, oh shit, they can see me.
Like my anxiety alone at the point the camera up. At the very least. At least one thing might have a point the camera up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could judge me, I'll be put my boss face.
What is he doing? I can't get the jar of pickles open.
Nigga say, I just got the pickle jar open. You know what's funny, bro? Like I would, bro. Like I'm on Twitter, right? And bro, Twitter sweet than that Pornhub.
Bro, it catch you out of nowhere.
But like, bro, I just can't beat my meat to porn.
I get you.
I can't do it.
It gets old.
Yeah, bro. Like, but the shit that going in my mind though.
Yep, that's the killer. That's where it's at.
Bro, the type of shit I start imagining, bro, that shit different. Yo, hey. I can't get into this.
Yeah, that's yeah. We talk about bullying and how St. John's.
I hope you're on porn, dog.
You see,
because nope. Tim started it.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that was you, because you the one who said these are. Yeah, nope. It was Tim. It was Tim.
No, it was me. It was me.
I'm
Wait,
pretty
was
sure
it?
Timon was the first one who said something about being the meat.
I did, but he said it was because of the recording thing. He's like, yo, how people do something recorded or get caught?
Y'all in the butter.
Bro, I don't know how you get here. Anyways, bullying everyone you.
Bullying. Oh wait, Johnny, they're done.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
John talked about this before. Yeah.
basically,
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the time he was telling us a story on one of the podcasts where he was like, yeah, and then it took a turn in school and yeah. So we got the
Oh,
story.
okay, yeah, back then. Okay, but true.
So this is just the same story, but not on a bullying aspect.
Yeah, I started getting bitches after that too.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really, really got bullied because I was always cool with everyone from the jump. The only thing is when you're a little kid, you realize like now I'm older, as kids are really dicks.
Mean.
Mean as
Kids
hell.
are rude. Kids are unreasonable for no reason.
Bro, hold on. One time I heard a kid arguing with another kid, right? And apparently the other kid parent had like breast cancer, so she ain't had a titty, right?
Boss.
And the nigga said they were twins, right? And the nigga said that's why. Well, I'm pretty sure I told y'all this, but he was
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
why
when
you're
the
you
one
think
with
it is.
Kiel.
he said
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why you're so hungry. Cause like your mother could only afford to feed the other one. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro.
Bro, kids have no chill.
Bro, I was like, yo, I wouldn't even say that.
You check. I feel it's because they don't have a full understanding of like the scope of the situation.
Nah, I think some of them do, bro, but they just don't have that level of empathy as yet.
No, bro, they were like 7, bro. First of all, how the fuck you even know like the other kid mom only have one titty?
They're not kind of hear their parents talk.
Bro, I don't know.
Bro,
I don't
kids
know.
draw shit from their
I-
parents and adults around them. That's where they get all the ammo, but they don't know how to shoot. That's where you go to school and school teach you how to shoot.
Bro, as a kid, I was way more colder than I was when I got to like high school.
Yeah, trust. Yeah.
There's a lack of empathy, and it's just like you don't know, and you don't care to know, and you just having fun, and whoever not like it, I feel in the business.
Because as a kid, you're dumb selfish, bro. Like that's why I don't really like babies. Bro, baby's selfish because you hungry, you go fucking cry. Nigga, I'm hungry too. You see me crying?
I love babies.
I fucking hate babies, bro. I love kids at like from 4 to around 7. Because after they turn like 8, they start thinking they cool. And then they see that you're not cool. And you know, they want to play more than anything. But like 4, that's when, you know, they still they can talk, but they still don't really be making too much sense. And it's fun, it's cute.
Nah, the only thing I don't like about babies is the shitting. That's the only thing about babies, man. They just make me feel so nice and warm and cuddly and just babies.
Nah,
you know?
I'm scared to hold babies, bro. I be thinking I'm gonna hurt them and shit. And I took care of my niece and my nephew, but I still hate babies.
Nah, babies make me feel like butter. Yeah, I just like babies, dog. That's why I never pull out.
It's just so fragile. Like I feel like I have extra responsibility around them.
I don't want that.
Fragile they are. Now it's like a responsibility that I see that I only have because I'm worthy of it. Because I ain't giving my kid to just any and everybody to just have and just take care of. Because like nigga, the scope of things, like that's a whole living being that all you have to do is fall asleep by accident with this kid around, and that could be the end of the game.
Check when I went to go see Makale. That's my boy's Akil's son, right? And he was also small and cute. And I just wanted to hold him, right? And I just like I really don't want to because like I just came from outside, and I think that's when like everybody was like finding out about COVID and stuff. And I'm just like, man, this is such a cool bro. I was just like, I want a kid.
Nah.
Like I like babies when they're small and when they start learning to talk because they have so much questions, and then I could just sit down there for days just tell them about stuff and just bringing stuff to they're so curious, and I like that about kids. You check when they get a little older and they start getting annoying. I'm still okay with it because I'm in my head. I'm just like I could teach you some things that can make you cool, but I can't tell you what they are because you're gonna be a different person and you're not gonna learn or grow.
There's a big difference from like 7 to like 8 and 9, bro. Like after the kid, like from after they turn 8, they usually just annoy me.
Yeah, because that's literally the stage where they start thinking, all right, I've been alive enough. I kind of know how to do this shit now.
Yeah,
And
they know everything.
they know once they get to the point where they think they know everything, they're not as cute as
Cool.
this
They're
way.
not as
And
cool. Yeah.
when
Mm-mm.
they have friends outside, that's when they
Trust
realize
me.
that you're not as cool as them because you don't want to play the type of games that they play with their friends. So yeah, like I love from like maybe like three, like let me go back to three to seven. But I don't like kids after that, and I hate teenagers.
Yeah, between like when you're early teenager stuff, like that's when you deserve to get thumped in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
Like
be doing some dumb shit. I'm just like, I'm dumb. But when I was your age, I wasn't doing that dumb shit. You know?
like honestly, I used to ever do some shit. I'm like, all right, you know what? I was there. I know I wasn't doing that specific dumb shit, but I was doing other dumb shit.
I was doing other
So
dumb shit to kind of
I'm
like
like,
balance it out.
yeah, I can't say that he not supposed to be doing this dumb shit because I didn't do it because obviously we can't walk the exact spot.
For
So
sure.
I just let you be you, but I'm watching you and I'm keeping track. So at the time you turn 18, if I see a speck of any of this dunceness still residing in you, you're getting it.
And
like
then
right now.
when they get decently like a little bit more mature, where they can just like, okay, you can have these kind of talks with them. They get a little bit cool. Okay, you can like, all right, at
Mm.
this point, you know that I have information that you still not unlock yet.
Okay. I didn't want this. Yeah, and I said 18 because 16, when you hit 16, you think, all right, I'm 16 now, big
Me
man
A
big
thing.
big
man.
Like,
man.
yeah, and then when you turn 18, I feel like between 16 and 18, you've claimed that you're about a big man now when you're 16, but like you need 2 years to like perfect that version of what you think is a big man. You check?
Yeah, yeah.
And then by 18, you're more concrete with it. But then by the time you're 22, you kind of realize all the flaws you've had.
You
But
realize
I
that
feel like that
adulting is
part is for you
stupid.
to just, yeah. Like I'm not helping you after 18. After 18, that's you have to
That's
figure that
you.
shit out yourself.
Yeah, this is your time to actually
You
shine.
have to
Like
figure it out. Because
do
I
what's
can
right.
tell you everything you need to hear, but you need to know that, it is true or it's going to affect you. Like you need to figure it out yourself
Like
to have a feel for it.
at 18 it's too late to be setting the foundation. Like the
Yeah,
foundation done set, and you need to actually be
you have to do,
yourself.
yeah.
Like right now, bro, we got a problem with my nephew, bro. Cause like my nephew wants to be the typical Antigua man. He just want to grow up. He just want to be dunce, and he just want to waste his time. And I'm like, bro, you hanging out with my little cousins, them, right? And when you go to their crib, right, you see them doing their homework. Y'all in the same class. Why you don't walk with your book and just copy their homework and say, yo, how you do that?
Hmm.
He don't do that. They come to your house. Before they come to your house, they do their homework. I'm like, bro, like these niggas is doing their schoolwork. These niggas is doing their homework. These niggas is doing all this shit. And all you want to do is fucking play. I'm like, bro, you like 14 now. What do you mean you want to play, nigga? Like
Oh,
you
14? He still done.
he no bro he think that he following in like my footstep. I'm like, bro, y'all not
Mm.
bad. You're not bad. You're not bad. You're not tough. And like you've never even been in a fight. Like you're
Yeah,
not
but
built
that's
like this.
but that's also okay. Think of that what you just said, right? And think of all the anime you've ever watched. You think
Mm.
he acting out of place by wanting to be the thing you're telling he can be?
If you want to be this, if you want to be a bad man, then get up and be a bad man.
Nah,
You
nah, nah.
can't
But you're not
inside the
telling him you
house.
can't be like me because I am not good or this isn't the way you want to go or blah blah blah. You doing it because you're challenging. You're testing the man's
No, bro,
ego.
no.
No, you
It's
can't.
no.
No, bro. That's how they see it,
He
bro.
has been doing it. He been doing it, bro. It's been a big shit, bro. To my brother like got in the whole thing with them because like they trying to calm him down, right? And have him like be less disrespectful or whatever. And then like, bro, I remember like they kicked my brother out of the house, right? Because my brother beat him. And I was arguing with them. I'm like, bro, how you gonna kick out Kimari for hitting him when I did something bad? The whole house beat me. I remember when I fell down Newfield School Hill, right? When I fell down that, I came home from the bike, bloody in the dog, bloody. I had a rock still inside of these cuts, and I'm in the bathroom, bro. They kicked the fucking door down, and bro, I got beat from everybody while I was in the shower, and blood was still running off my body down into the drain, and the whole family beating me there. And I'm like, bro, y'all can do that, but it's wrong that Kimari was trying to manage this little boy. Kimari was telling him what you're doing is wrong, and then he gonna beat him. I know that's wrong, but like Ken's friggin'
They
Westerby,
get soft.
everybody, all of them people could have beat me.
They get soft. That's the damn problem.
Spain on the rod.
Check.
Fucking crazy, bro.
See, but that kid, he on a path that he viewed either cool or I feel like it's either a path that he wanted because at some point he's seen it and was like, yo, I want that, or it's a path he resolved to because of whatever past failures or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna good at that. Or somebody said, oh, blah blah blah. So, oh, maybe I can do this and I can be good at this one thing. So it's whatever. But I can't tell you what it is.
But
Like
at this point, like, how can you even talk to him later?
I don't even really talk to him, bro. Like
Later, you kind of have to just change. I think it has a lot to do with change the environment too.
No, because even if you do right and he's stuck into this way, he's just like, well, you can't tell me what to do because like you, whenever somebody tried to correct me, you protect me. You know, it's like you
The
don't have the
defendant,
right
yeah.
anymore because you want me to be this way.
As somebody here disciplined me and don't want it for me, and y'all rewarded me for my bad deeds by attacking the person who tried to correct my deeds. Check.
it's like I be trying to explain to him, like, bro, even when I didn't do first of all, right? Like I was a dunce in school. Like I always got good grades. My thing is my attendance. That's what made me repeat the class. My attendance. Because I chose on a day like, should I go to school today or not? Sometimes I flip a coin and it'd be like heads go to school, tails stay home. And it'd be
So you
heads. I'm
going through
like,
life?
then it'd be heads, and I'm like, I'm still stay home.
Right now, it works today.
So like it was really me. I'm like, bro, like I went to school. Whenever I went to school, I did my shit. If I didn't come to school, somebody was doing my work for me. I'm like, bro, like if you want to live like this, bro, you need to establish these type of things in your life first. Son don't want to listen to none of that. He just want to do whatever the fuck he want to do. So I'm like, hey, bro, do as you please. That's not my
Yeah, I
business.
think it's late. Like if you like, I don't know, because like you have to look at it as accumulated knowledge too, right? That's built up. So it's literally one of those things with kids when you see things in them from when they're young, and parents are like, he'll grow out of it. That's bullshit. Your job as a parent is to correct the shit that you see that's wrong, right? Thinking a time doesn't fix shit. Time just makes you comfortable with the shit that you're going through. That's all it does. Time don't fix nothing. So if they don't take the initiative to do something when he was younger, when he little and he going with the badness, no, you don't just beat him because he's going with the badness. You explain to him and show him the alternative and give him a better experience of the situation. You know, if he was bullying people and you said, "Oh no," and you show him how much better it is and fulfilling it is when you're on the other end or you're helping people instead of bullying them. Not just I'm gonna bang him because he knows he's not supposed to do him and blah 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 blah. But I feel like that's how we kind of work too. All these parents we work in,
I don't
and
know.
the younger parents love to defend the shit their kid do because they see the shit that they used to do as kids and it's like, yeah, he just like me. But you're not good. You're garbage by yourself. How you proud of this?
So who used to bully you, everyone?
Boy, nobody really used to bully me like that. I've been in situations where I felt bullied, and it was from people in your class, Timon. I think it was always the guys in the class above me, and that was your class in primary school. So
I didn't even exist in primary school. No. A
yeah,
joke,
I know you did. Yeah, you always know the older guy. You always know the older people exist, but the people under you, not really. I just know the younger people because Evian was two classes under me, so I kind of knew the people in between her and me, and then the people in her class. But after that, I didn't know nobody. But
Mm.
for Timon and them, I think it was, I don't know, but it was when oh yeah, when you went into grade 6, your class was the first class to go into that new building behind the snack shop up there.
Okay.
That was your class. So like after like not even after quick lunchtime and so I just play rounders and so, and then for your people and then, like Alex
What
and
is
Kenlan
rounders? Like I
rounders.
forgot it. I forgot what the game was.
Oh, rounders, it's like baseball but with your hand.
I remember it
I
now. I
forgot about
remember
that shit too now. I was like,
it.
man, that's a good question, Jaron.
Rounders was a shit though. That was a fun ass
Yeah,
game.
that shit was
Yeah,
fun.
that
That
was
shit was
alright.
fun.
Like, so we just play rounders right around by up there. I think where we bat the ball from. I think we just bat the ball from by the ramp that just go up to grade 6. behind the snack shop. Yeah. Oh, your P, yeah. So your class people just walk through us all the freaking time, right? Obviously, you have to go to the class, whatever, but y'all walk through us in a way that make us know that I
And
have
a
to
kid,
move.
I have
Yeah,
a
I and the
move.
kid, and
Yeah,
I
that's
have to
up.
move.
Yeah.
I have to move. If that ball come from me, hold it, and I get on back.
Now I get the back one. I just
I'm
throw
gonna
it away.
throw him away. Man, throw
Man,
him over the school roof.
you see, back in those days, right? Because like in St. John's Catholic, I never really was with anybody. But like, if this was new for you school, because I remember new for you school, all this they play marble, right? And then like the older kids, they would like walk through like like a marble hole, and so I jump them. Like
Yeah,
I used to
Who
jump them,
jumped them?
you can't beat everybody,
We didn't
and
have
we have the
people of that
numbers.
caliber in my class.
bro. Bro, it first of all, right? It was more little kids. It was more little people than these big ones, bro. You need to understand, like, if you jump in them, right? This is for all the little folks behind you, bro. Like y'all got, bro. Hell, bro, y'all was supposed to jump them.
My class was
But we
soft.
different, man.
Like you think about it, right? All the people that y'all ended up being in class with, well, once y'all were in class with me in secondary school, that's the same set of people for the most
You know
part
what
that I
it, you
was
know what it
coming up in
is.
primary school with,
You know what
and
it
none of them
is.
capable of that behavior.
Cause I had told man, I am my friend of West. A country man, all does be no. Let me tell you, I'll just jump anybody that fuck around with our game.
I'm more tough, man. I'm quick for retaliate.
I feel so because I was taught to resolve issues.
No.
I was taught, all right, so we break it down. All right, what seems to be the problem here? You know, we assess things. I would say, like, I never really had fights like that as a kid. I think in school, I had 2 fights, which I would count as a fight just because I got hit. And one was
Give
in
it a
grade
come.
5.
Give it a come.
No, that's
Yeah,
why I said it
because
was a
they used
fight.
to out to land on the tech last lick.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the only thing I learned. That's the only thing I learned, bro. The
last lick.
I remember, bro. I remember like some older kids, like they jump my little cousin Jamal, right? He the crazy one. And when they did jump Jamal, right, is Neek. Neek me broke his hand. Boss, I'll go up the road, right? And I'll bang Neek. Then like it was like 2 days later, I'm gonna go St. Phillips, I'm a bang Neek again.
So you learn a lesson. You show your face around here again.
No. I went to his village this time, and I fought him again. Like, bro, like you know, I broke my cousin's hand the boss.
See, because I know what kind of person Neek is. I'm pretty sure Neek was up there chatting shit, and then up the time John came to his turf, he was like still chatting shit. So he probably got into that reason.
That's another thing I hate.
No, it wasn't even. It was on site. Like you ain't no arguing. Like bro, like I came up with my cousin and shit. He broke my look and hand. Like I came with his big brother, and like we saw him, and it was just on site fight.
You know who were the 2 biggest bullies in my, like, when I first acknowledged the concept of bullies and I felt like I was being bullied. I was never bullied individually. I was bullied as a group, and it was them twins.
Yes, and I hang with
yeah,
the cooler crowd.
Desireen and Desaline.
Ooh, those 2 twins were nice.
Yes,
they never bullied me.
Crowd.
Nice,
bro. Firstly, if somebody attacking my crowd, if somebody attacking my crowd and my crowd don't want to fight, that's not my crowd anymore.
The skinny
my
twin.
crowd never want. I was never in that, bro. At home, at school, at play, never around that.
I remember which one is the skinny twin.
The skinny,
light skin
one. I don't know. Green lean. I don't know. I think lean is the
light. Had the big batty, and Desireen was the slim one. So the slim one was always the one that didn't really care how she hair stopped because she had the temper, and she was really always quick to anger because she didn't have her sister's shape. You check. Man used to still trouble and everything. No. Man used to still trouble her and son up, but they know she was cool, and those are people in her class, right? But everybody else, like her sister, because she had her ass was fat. She was like well curved out and stuff, right? So every time she would come, and this is back in the time where for some reason men didn't know the place, and I can't even call them men, we were little boys. Check. So you see these like big upper class persons, and they'll pass girls, and we know they're gonna give us like a reaction, so we just smack them on the ass, right? And she would look like, yo, one time ass. And then she would like walk and do a little smirk, right? Because she know, and then
Guys, she
you're like,
like the attention.
she will
She know
literally, she will
she would feel
literally
like hot
walk a
stuff.
little harder so her ass can move, and I'm just like, you're not even,
She
you're
put on the ground
encouraging,
harder.
you're encouraging us, right?
She they walk both ways, right? So that one she go to this side, then she
Go-
go the other one, then go clap the next
Yeah,
one.
actually,
They
this is
clap in
the
the
next
middle.
one.
They clap in the middle. So
Right?
both then clap. Hey,
Pendulum.
right, so the girl bad.
So a couple times, well, no, she know that we always like to trouble her ass and stuff. No, so she will literally come bother us up, knowing that we're gonna smack up her ass and that kind of thing, right? And one day we in the bathroom because we just chilling, just chatting, right? And she must have begged about something, and somebody must have knocked she, and she run in the bathroom for them, right? And grab the boy and have him up under the wall, right? And now you watch she, drape up the boy in the bathroom wall, right? And now we laugh, right? And she realized like nobody taking it serious at this point. And even the kid that she have on the wall that she trying to bring, he a grin, right? Because she in the boys' bathroom, man's literally pissing, playing games, and just chatting, and she just in here. So no, she said, why you laughing, right? And she walk and she talk and she cuss and she look like the sun, right? So I was peeing, and I think Alex was peeing, and she must have come up between the two of us, right? And start looking, and this is me, bro. What the fuck?
Hold on, pause. So you and the nigga in your friend group, y'all went to the bathroom the same time to piss together?
No, nigga.
Y'all niggas gay.
It was coincidence.
Anyways, right? So there's like anyways, I don't know, you remember how the bathroom look, right? Because it's like an L wall. So there's a urinal, there's a corner urinal, there's an end urinal, right? So I'm at the end, the middle clean, and then there's the other one next to the door, right? Which I never go by because like it's by the door, right? Yeah. So now I'm peeing, and then she come walk up in the center when nobody's at that urinal, right? And she don't stand up there, and she looking over, and in my head I'm just like, do I hide or do I just stay where I'm at, right? Alex like, yo, what you do, boss, right? So she pulled her attention to Alex, right? So she says something, right? And Alex just say blah 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 blah, and she look back at Alex and he told her pitch. She's like some, right? And she must have said something that kind of make Alex feel a type of her, right? So all of us in there laughing. Right?
Alex told she
no. So when she about to leave, right? Because Alex still here, like, yo, her ass still fat, dog.
Hold on, one quick second. You know, it's Alex's birthday today.
I saw that.
Yeah, Facebook told me that.
I read Alex. So while we there, and right, and she about to leave the boys' bathroom, and Alex go and slap her on the ass, right? But this man finger went too far, like her cheeks and them open up, and this man hand went in, right? All his right? All of us said, Moran, you stick your finger in Shibati. And he's like, no. I'm like, and she looked back, and she wasn't upset. She was just surprised.
I didn't know you had it in you.
And I was there like, I don't know how to really comprehend what was happening. It's only later I realized that this bitch probably like this thing.
Right? Firstly, she came in the bathroom. She looked at my tool, right? I slapped her on the ass, and my finger touch her booty hole or whatever, right? And then, she looked back at me type of way. I'd simply, just put my palm out and grab her palm and just escort her to the back.
Nah, you wouldn't.
Timon, you know me.
Jaron.
Timon, how
all you know, this girl is mad aggressive when she see us, but she know when she leaving us, she getting like a couple ass smacks, right? And we were in like what? Probably first or second. For sure. It wasn't third form.
Old enough.
Yeah, it was like I think in first form. Because when I came over,
first form,
she had already left.
Because remember I came.
Because you came in second, right? So yeah, so it was first form. So we already just now exposed to this world that we didn't know exist, right? And now we just like, yo. So now when Alex did this stuff, and he like, yo, we laughing at him making fun that he stick his finger in her ass and stuff, and you could really tell, dog, because like the way he did it, he did smack it, and then kind of like do a grab, but his hand was too deep, dog. And Alex from young, mean buff and strong for no reason. I don't know what he had to do.
Achieve that.
You check? But nah, she and who else? Seminka and Sadiel and there was this other girl.
Them must be
Shakila.
Shakira.
Ooh, Shakira was she was literally the new Adventist school.
No, she wasn't new. I don't think she had been there for a while. She
She
was light skin
was
and
the
she may have been
new.
batty.
You know the girl from ATL? I was
Oh
with
no.
TI, the Nipsey thing. Yeah, she was that Adventist school at the time. Though. She
Yeah,
had
I can see
dimples,
that.
she was nice.
Yeah.
At time, right? Kemna abuse on the field. So she, for some reason, she knows she good, she right? Everybody want her, and she just know she all that, right? And I don't know why she decided to trouble us, but Kemna was not having it that day. And the thing is, we always see her, and she just we're not on her radar, so she don't study us, right? So when they were leaving from the field to go to a class, and they must have leaving the class to go in the field to go chill on the trees and them. And now we laugh, and she looked on like, and I'm just trying to make nice, blah, 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 blah. I can't say, go make you go hush your scunt. I should like, who you talk to like a rude self. I can't going in, right? And then she must have said something about Kim as a mother. Kim must say, I'm not gonna move your crab, you Wi-Fi, yeah. Right? Yeah, just scratch, right? And everybody knew that's what she scratches her vagina like all the time. I don't know if because she always keep that shit shaved and the hair keep growing back, or if she have fucking crabs. But Kim Nasa after Kim Nasa points out the fact that she has a scratch, she kind of paused, like, oh, y'all saw that? And then Kim Nasa took that as a yeah. And when teen cussing this girl, right? And I'm there like, yo, Kim, let's go dog. And the boy cussing. No. And her partner and them, they're like, yo, what you do this kid? And she's just like, I don't know, right? So
that's
at this
point, that's why if you do tell me once it gets a reaction, you know everything else that you say.
Yeah,
it just emphasize, bro. Like they just feel the exclamation marks to slap them.
Bro,
you just keep going.
This man was going in on her, right? And she tried to get out the word, but everybody was just laughing and she couldn't, right? And the more that the man's laugh, and the more that Kim Nasa go in, and she just was getting demolished. And at the point, the only how she could stop it, she just went up to him and hugged him and said, nah, you sick, you bad, yeah. And then let him go. And this is me. Kim Nasa's face was in them Bobby, you know.
It's check. That's how she shut you up. That's how she shut you up.
Nah, but like at that point, I was just like, yo, Kim Nasa got them words though.
Oh, I'll tell her, kill them with kindness. That's what she said. I didn't even know. The girl man ahead of the curve. She said, if I hug you, I put it between the bubby in there, right? So everybody can think you safe. I'm just killing you in there.
Now, after that day, they rate Kim Nasa though, and I'm like, yo, how can I get Kim Nasa's status? Because I think I literally after Kim Nasa abused her, that man was just recognizing him and just like, nah, this kid cool.
Yeah, because I remember since I came into the school, I saw Kim Nasa was cool. Like everybody to fuck with Kim.
Yeah, even since primary school, I used to afraid Kim Nasa when I was in like grade 5 and so.
He honestly,
I was afraid him and Alex, and they used to be this next, not Ken Long, he name? No, not Ken Long, the dark skin one, right? With a big head.
Okay, no, I can understand why you
like Stefano, Akif.
I can understand why you would have scared of Alex, because Alex buff, right? Kim just looked like badness.
He looked ignorant. Yeah, he looked like a problem. Like he gonna be a problem. That's why I always thought of him until I got to know him.
Yo, let me tell you why me and Kim got into a fight in primary school, because he used to always like play bad, like, yeah, me Jamaican, right? Because his mom was Jamaican. And he's like, yeah, I can't trust no from daddy and police, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, cool, right? So one time we going home after school now, cross like this field, and Kim Nasa must have been saying some shit that really been bothering me. And I know I can't cuss, and I know Kim Nasa can cuss, right? So the only thing I can do is really listen. So this man said something about me, you know, and it was me, Travis, and Alex, and somebody else was walking, going home. And the boy said something, and I pushed him and said, boss, I think they brought my moms into it. And I know, because in my head, I'm just like, people can just cuss and say what they want, right? But I know if somebody talk about your mom, you can't just let it slide, even if you don't want to fight.
We have to fight now?
We have to fight now, right?
So I don't know why we behave like that. I don't know why we behave like that.
Because we see. That's
yeah.
When somebody, that's the rule that we observe.
That's the rule of thumb. Yeah, is the So when the man do it, this is me. Fuck, I have to fight. So I push this guy, right? So now you push me back. So now we there pushing and we rough it out, right? So now we there fighting, and I'm putting in blows on Kemnas, right? And then all I see is a policeman saying, hey, why do stop? Right? So normally you would stop when you hear adults or somebody, and this is a man of the law. So I stop, right? So Kemnas said, get up, right? And drive a kick in my bottom, right? And then everybody start holding him back, right? My asshole hurting me. I'm trying to get in that last punch, but I can't catch Kemnas, right? And because of that, it was his old man, by the way. And because of that, they say Kemnas will win the fight. I'm just like, bro, it was just one kick. I was dominating the fight.
That
And
make him must take last lick.
in a matter, exactly. In a matter, dog. In a matter how I was pulling the facts, I'm like, yeah, the boy kick your bottom, and that was the highlight.
That's
of the
highlight,
fight.
boss. Yeah.
That alone made me lose. I'm just like,
nah, differently. A kick in the ass is like a slap now.
It's like it's a slap in the face or disrespect. It's like if that's how you went down.
You took that.
Yeah,
well, I couldn't because they're holding me back and holding him back, and the police coming off the road to us.
Bang he up too.
Full of violence.
But I mean, remember one time being a fetching All Saints, boss, me and this gal at house. Gal tell me nobody good day. And a policeman, no, she uncle. Policeman come, boss. And you know, first of all, R&B said, man, the gal, I'll go school. Put me chop his cut. No, the fucking gal go high school. What's the first thing that come out to my mouth? And I tried to stand with it. And buddy hold me, right? I start wheels so thumping me now. Upstairs, right? Because like a 2-story house. Finally jump the fucking window when I finally get to find the boy. Saying me not wearing no shoes or nothing. And boy, me try to run down All Saints Road. I me fast no fuck. Boy couldn't catch me. But they go to Kadim house now. But what they get to Kadim if I'm sure for Kadim house without shoes, when I had no shirt or nothing.
Let me borrow your shirt, no?
Well, I've never been in a situation like that.
Boss, you know what your time me get catching in a gal house, boss. Remember one time, right? We had this gal here. This is stress girl. Fushy brother don't like me for shit. But boss, he don't like me for no reason. Actually, we used to hang with Kishmael and them. He hang with people in Kishmael and them in a while with. Anyways, right? So now she tell me she brother they All Saints, right? No. He did Clear Hall. How much they make this? How much make that different? Ever, right? Anyways, the boy they Clear House. I'm say, alright, man, come over. So me go to your house, right? Or whatnot. And then
It's Dolphinia.
This stress.
Oh,
So no,
stress.
yeah, me in the gal house, right? And like I get on there. And then boss, I don't know why, but I just start feeling type of winner. And then the door started rattle. I should tell me, go under the bed. Go under the bed now. Me don't get bang up in a fetching All Saints, going out that fucking bed. So I said, boy, does it sound like a bad idea now? But I'm going under the bed still. Where you there? I'm like, oh shit. How the girl tell me that she fucking brother they're fetching Clear Hall? The man come here, right? And the man lift up the fetches something. And my taller than him, and honest to God, I can beat this boy up now. But I don't want to bang off boy in your own house. In front of his sister too. You know, like this is some crazy shit. So boss, the man hold on to me now. I may try to go through the window because you know that's the best way to escape. And the boy hold on to me. So I'm gonna finally push the boy out of me, right? And me go through the fetching window. Man landing the guy anti-hand. So I was like, what the fuck this be, boss? She set me up.
And she set you up. Yeah, like you should have had net.
Damn near everybody in the family, man, say around me, boy, me run you pyro, no fuck, right?
The question is, how them plan is set up? You're like, all right, she usually bring man in here, or they reach the text, she'll bring a man in here next week. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, what?
I wouldn't host of the house. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't host of the house. Been behind the Fushy house, right? Because I'm in the cousin house. Because she never. I'm going to Fushy old lady house. All I safe. But like, boss, me jump out the fucking window right and she anti-hand. I say, oh, the fuck, yeah. Boss, me run through Param, right? And they call police for me. And just just go for back him in the Lindsay now. And as soon as I pull up to Lindsay, boy, there's the police jeep coming. Param police, man, they hold me. And then I take me to the fucking station. I say, boss, y'all tell me come now. And da. And then, you know, like, you ask me, show the man in the message and them now. And the man, they see everything now differently. They're like, yo, just go on cool, boss. Like, I'll go let you, man. But just go on cool for a little bit. I'll have to call your parents, though. After I call my old lady, right? When I catch a bus, I'm going to come to Newfield. I'm going to see everybody on the gallery. So time not go home. Just go straight to Tim's house.
So they waited out. They have to go sleep sometime.
Just go straight to Tim's house. I stayed at Tim's house for like 2 days.
So I never had to sneak in or out to anybody's house before, but I used to always be upset that I live in Newfield because it was so far and the bus it run from a certain time to a certain time.
Bus stop
So-
for 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So I'm just like, bro, it sucks. So I remember this one time, right? I don't know, I was talking up with Pat Rice, right? And for some reason, she's just like, yo, I need to come see her, right? So I'm just like, nah, the way how my family set up, they're always home. Right? She's like, you don't have a spot. So I'm just like, there's a spot, but it's literally far than you feel. Right? So I'm thinking about 7 Philip. So I'm like, I'm not gonna find nobody outside no bush and they go travel this distance. That's just weird.
You
Right?
crazy. Who the housemate up the road now? With Roger and them in there? That they always there, man.
Nah, I never thought of that, dog. Right? So she had to that's what happened. She was calling me and she's like, yo, I could come see. I was like, I don't think it's a good idea. Right? This girl she telling me no, she texting me, she calling me and telling me her moves, and I'm home sitting on like, bro, she gonna come all the way up here just with some dick. That's out of pocket, right? And she did telling me she catching bus and so on. And this is me, cool. She tell me she on Warren, and this is me, yeah, all right. She coming closer. Then for some reason, I didn't hear the girl for a while. So this is me, bro, she okay? So now, I'm on the road waiting for her now. So we can just go send Flip to go check Khaled, right? And I'm trying to figure out like where this girl at, because she's some this girl went to fucking Wilkie's. In my head, I'm like, what? Oh.
Yeah, I
Right?
guess you're wrong, boss.
Yes,
She gets
33.
36. She gets
33.
I know. What you mean? What will keys with me? I'm not 36.
33. No, 33.
How the fuck she mistake 33 to 35?
Yeah, check. So no, she at Wilkie's and I'm on Lions Hill and I'm just like, what do I even
What?
tell you at this point? Because like, I'm pretty sure after this, there's no like,
You know what it is?
I didn't
You know what
have
it
any
is?
answers or questions, and I didn't know what to do. So I was like, well,
You know
I
what
stopped
it is?
texting her until the next day.
Remember she may go peer school, right? And she catch bus come to school. So she does catch the 33, right? And the 33 go to peers.
Yeah.
And then remember she used to try to talk to me before now.
Mhm.
And you know, so I'm tell she from bus come to peers and then he turn up the road. So she know 33 go to peers and he continue go. So she say, I have to be the fucking 33. Figure out, feel like that's what happened.
And in my head now,
Probably.
this is me. Yo, that was gonna be a good thought now, but I'm just like, how are we gonna get her back home at the end of that? Because I'm not planning to walk home and then walk all the way to wherever. I'm just like, I see. So in my whole head, I'm thinking about the aftermath and not about what coming my way. And I'm just like, this is not what reasonable people do.
Being real, what year was this?
That's a good question.
Because if you can tell me the year, I can guarantee you that big sexy house on Almeida.
It was before college, so that was probably in 2014. No, that's 14 fifth form. Yeah, it was before fifth form, so it was probably in fourth form because I remember this summer fourth form.
I don't
That's
think
why
you
you're
knew
trying to-
her. I don't think you knew her that long, boss.
No,
Because
I think so because we used to make all our drink and draw movements, and she used to pull up on a couple of them.
someone, I remember I introduced it to that girl, so I don't feel
Yeah,
like
because
it's
no,
that
she came
long.
to some kind of crusade at Adventist school.
I remember that.
Yeah, and that's when we started talking, and you're like, "Yo, this is my friend, Pat Rice," and he said, "Blah blah blah," and then yeah, that's what I was like, "Yo, this guy
I
kind
forgot
of
that
cool."
name, boy. You know what I mean? That name, did you
Jack.
know? Yeah.
She have a kid now. I think she dates a police officer or something.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
know all that. I know all that.
Yeah, her kid cute though.
No.
Nah, I see her every day. I'm just like, yo, this girl looking sexy as a mom though. Still,
She annoyed me, man. Like she was cute or whatnot, but like something about her just annoyed me. So I just didn't like her.
bro. I remember. I kind of know what you're talking about. I remember this one incident that I felt bad of my actions. So we went to a drink and drown, right? I don't know if you were there, Jaron. You probably were, maybe not. It was me, Akil, Keenan, Avery, and stuff, and I I think we went no 5 Island side, right, to one of them beaches, right? So we out there chilling, we drinking, we eating some Doritos, we seeing people fucking their car, and we just outside blasting music with our sets of cars, watching them laughing, right? Yo, you're really out of pocket now, because we see people doing this shit, and we out here clearly talking so they can hear him point, and I just, but anyways, we didn't care, and they didn't care either. So we were drinking, and usually we'll drink and then sober up before we even go back on the road and stuff, right? So I'm there and I must have drank a little bit too much because my left eye already gone, dog. So so I know me and her had this like little, love affair going on, right? And I'm just like, yeah. For some reason, I totally forgot people around me, right? And I started making moves on her. And she was like, she was reciprocating and stuff like that, right? And then it's like if she realized where she was, and I realized where I was, because it kind of got extra silent, and I was like, "Oh shit, people here!" Right?
She thought y'all was gonna run a train on her.
Right? So then she was like, "No, stop!" And I was like, and she's like, "Pull back on my underwear." And in my head, I'm just like, "Whoa!" So when she said it, and then I started seeing people around me.
Well, she said, "Put my country underwear."
She said, "Pull back up," right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then when she said it, and then I saw people around me, I felt weird and awkward. I was like, oh my goodness, this was just happening just now, right here.
So you said like you were drunk and shut your eye, and you get after your eye shut. And then over there, you're like, oh shit.
Right? You really be boss. The boy touched the coochie, and the boy start visualize what gonna happen next. And the boy shut everything out because the boy no time for work.
Right? So in my head, no, I'm there. I'm just like, I'm panicking, right? Because this is me. Okay, was this like, did she not want this? So I started panicking. I'm just like, yo, is this? So she put it, at first she said it so she's like, no, put back on my panty. And I was like, I'm blanking out at this moment. She's like, no, put back on my panty. Because now we know people around, and we in between two people was Avery and somebody else was literally right beside of us talking, eating Doritos and drinking. Right?
Yeah, take a little walk.
Bro, you didn't hear the people that disappear? Right? I'm in this situation now because in my head, I'm just like, these two people standing right beside of us are part of this conversation. Right? And I started feeling like a little scared in the situation. I'm like, yo, what do I do? She's like, pull back on my panty. So in my head, I'm just like, I should. But then the fact that Avery was watching me like, bro, we're right here, right? And I saw his look like, bro, what are you doing? And then she was...
Firstly, nothing really wrong with that, no, because
I know, it's not that is I was a little intoxicated, and it's like the situation just changed. I know it was getting more tense.
Yeah, to get a grip on it to understand.
Nah, but she could have pulled it up herself.
She could have,
and then y'all could have busted like a walk.
Yeah, we could have just walk off, right? But then she told me, and I'm like trying to figure out what's going on, and then she tell me again. And it's like, because I'm not listening to her, she get a little irritated. She's like, pull up my... I was like, nah, you do it yourself. And she's like, I'm not going to. So now Avery just like, bro. Yeah. So Avery just like, bro, what you doing? Right? And then when he said that, I felt a little bad, right? So then I was like, I walked away for a bit to get my breath. And then I came back and I apologized to her and stuff. And she's like, it's okay. I was like, nah.
And then pull up the panty?
No, she pulled up her own panty, dog.
I just had to figure that out.
So I walked off for a bit. Everybody's doing their thing. She went in the car, sit down, and we're just chilling. And then I came back and I was like, yo, that's so fucked up. So it's like I got my thoughts back together. And then I went in the car and I apologized like profusely. And I was like,
that's annoying to people.
No,
people that apologize a lot. Like,
yeah, I can get that, but like, bro, I was
genuinely sorry because
I was genuinely sorry that in that situation, and the fact that she had to tell me so many times before, and I still didn't even do it. And then I was like, and I had to apologize. And at that point, I was just like, yo, and she's like, nah, it's cool. But she's saying it's cool. I'm not gonna say I didn't believe her, but I feel like she didn't understand the gravity of how I took it.
Yeah, and how feel about what
and how I know. Yes, yeah. So I was like, yo, I wasn't even drunk. And this is the level of control that was just like taken from me, you know? So I was just like, man, that I don't want to be in a situation like that again. So I had to
I
make sure she knew that I was like, yo, this is not me. And it would not happen again. We were cool after that, but after that, I made it awkward because I'm just like, I can't, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I
because
didn't
she
want to be
come
there
and you
again.
go check ins a couple times.
Mm,
Yeah, I remember. I remember this ish because I remember she was asking me about I'm like, why you asking about Timon? Because like, I don't know what Timon to do. I don't know what you and Timon get. It's either that main big sexy they cool or plenty because that's when big sexy folks they leave and because they left right he had the house to himself and then big sexy ain't really want to be in the house out by himself. So like me and big sexy used to just cool outs in the house like we was smoking all the fucking time. We was drinking. Like we had different girls come over. One time, bro, this little thing from I think it was like Clear House School too. She came over, right? So Big Sexy was in college. Yeah, this happened. I feel like this happened when I was in college, too, man. When
first
you were
year.
in
Yeah.
college.
We just
Yeah.
got to college.
Cause yeah, Big Sexy was in college and like I just did cool out all the fucking time. The girl come over, right? And she I don't know, right? So I guess like she and Big Sexy had a little thing right going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if she expected me and Big Sexy to hit you together, right? But the girl just press up on me now. I'm like, yo, dog, like control the thing over here, boss, because like I just don't, I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that, because like we call this nigga Big Sexy, and sometimes right, he will do a couple things that just seem like a weird to me. So I'm like, this just don't seem like a good idea. Like, it just didn't seem like a good idea, bro. Imagine if I really say, let me go do this tag team shit with Sexy, and then this nigga touch my ass. Well, like I don't know how I was supposed to react. So I'm like,
Bro, bro, you want me to another? I don't know. We went out to something, right? And Dylan was being extra gay for some reason, right? And I'm saying this because for some reason Dylan was grabbing people balls, right? And I guess he liked the attention and the reaction of people. So everybody was like, yo, what you do, dog? You touch my balls, oh, you gay, all right? And he was like, ha, 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 right? And I'm there looking at the situation and I'm just like, yo, he getting a kick out of this, right? So he grabbed, like he literally, the boy went and grabbed my balls, right? And I didn't do nothing. I didn't react no how.
But
And
you
he
did
have his
it.
hand there and he's squeezing. And I'm like, this nigga really squeezing my junk right now.
I am here for the songs.
Right?
That's the point.
And I'm not even studying him. So literally the man grabbed my tuna and squeeze it. I'm looking at him like, yeah, some, right? And everybody's like, bro, you're not gonna say shit. I'm like, I'm not acknowledging him. And he's like, yo, you don't see me grabbing your balls. I was like, what do you want me to say, bro? You want me to say you're gay? I was like, what literally, what are you looking for? In my head, I
nah,
was
bro.
like, nah, this guy played too much. Cause I'm like, how is this fun for anybody?
Bro, you don't even know. That's literally how North American dudes be. I would say I don't want to say white people because I know all races participate in the dunces, especially in a when I went to Kings Island, it was a boys' dorm.
Mhm.
That shit regular. Like literally, the purpose of gay shit is to make the other individual as uncomfortable as possible. You know, there's like a goal to this. Like that's the levels man used to go to on some gay. They would never do it out in the open world. But this is my hood. I run
Yeah,
things around here.
they do
I'm
it in
gonna
their
screw you
circle.
up, however.
They'll do it in the circle, but not outside in
Yeah,
public.
yeah.
It's that shit weird.
You check, they'll
But like
condone it. If they want the outside looking in, they'll condone it too.
like the thing is, he never did any stupid shit like that with me. If it was just me and him in the house alone, right?
Yeah, it never.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because
it's
that
never.
is
Yeah.
gay
Yeah,
at that
that's
point, bro.
gay.
At
Yeah,
that point,
it's
it's
gay.
gay as shit.
Because there's no audience, there's nobody getting a kick out of it but you. So you have to clearly like this for you to do this
Yeah,
between
but
me and
like,
you alone.
so like that's when like the whole thing with me and the girl here, right? I'm like, nah, bro. Like this just don't seem right.
Nah, he
No,
just
so
he gets it. He don't give a
sometimes
shit.
I'm wondering, like, yo, what the guy does, what he does, dog. Like, what's the thought process? I'm gonna get them to laugh. Watch this. Like, what's the thought process when he do some of the things he does? But now, Big Sexy still cool at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. And it's really crazy, bro. That nigga went to college, bro, and that nigga dropped out to college the same year that he went. But bro, I don't know if it's his 2 weeks when he was in college, bro. This nigga just became the coolest person in the village, bro. Everyone, this bro, I had like, let's just say I had a couple bitches, bro. Like, I was balling on bitches. But like this nigga went to college for 2 weeks. And this nigga just came in like, bro. First of all, he took like two of my bitches. Then he just had so many, bro. Like we real life had to call this nigga bitches. Cause bro, he just had bitches.
Bro,
I was like,
I think it was a steady come up to because like before we went to college and stuff, he was hanging out with Jaron and like he got a little bit comfortable with like in like when you're around somebody, you kind of pick up the cadence and stuff and kind of move it. Like it's not like you're copying them, but it's just
No,
like,
but
oh, and then
yeah.
you're like, that's cool, that's nice. Like you can do like that, you can operate like this. So he started to pick up some of Jaron ways and realized that it's never that serious because everybody enjoys a joke, likes to laugh, like to smile. So he was more friendly and talkative and more understanding that like laughter is really bringing people together and shit like that, right? So that's what he leaned into. So now he got a level of confidence that I don't know people could get, right? And he just talked to anybody, any old how like Jaron does, and he just finds a way to tell some jokes, even if it's PG or not, right? Like once he can get the smile or the laugh, he already comfortable.
bro,
And I
that
think when
bully.
he moved like that, he went to college and he started seeing some of the people that he saw when he was troubling while he was still in high school. And he saw them in college. He was like, oh, this is easy. And he just go and talk to them on that vibe. And whoever they're with, he just talks to them on that same vibe. So he
It was
literally
just new to
treated
him.
all these girls like if, I can get them.
Bro, that
Yeah.
boy finessed. Like he came from no hoes to having like
All the
17.
holes.
Bro. Yo,
This 10 minutes man is out there deal with some girl. I'm like,
I'm like,
okay.
bro, I remember, bro. So, bro, there was this thing I had on my radar for so long, right? And she just would not pay attention to me. And like, she a little fit thing. She's, like I think she danced or some shit. And Big Sexy tell me the gal bust on split bunny dick. I was like, nigga, why would you tell me this?
With hot crush.
I'm like, bro, like I wanted it since I was in first form, bro. Like, how could you do this to me? Like, like I thought you was my man's. Like, how you gonna really do this to me, man? Yo, that shit broke my heart. And then, yo, I hate this nigga, man. Nah, he was real cool though. I fuck with him.
I used to see him around the place, and I'm like, true, I know that dude. I know his people. We sell his old man honey. So like,
Mhm.
you
The
know,
one
like,
time, go ahead, sorry, say a story.
oh no, yeah. So I just always used to see him around, but like, I never talked to him or got the impression of his personality until I met him through y'all, like directly as a friend.
Mm.
You know, and I was like, oh, this guy's nothing like that I thought he was. You know, but then
What
like
do you think
later
he
on when he
was?
gets in, he drama.
What you thought he was?
I don't know, because
Like,
he does go peer school, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I just see him around as like one of them guys. He didn't look cool, but he didn't look like thug. He looked like he could cause trouble, like troublemaker-ish, but like not like like your level of troublemaking.
Nah,
It's like,
Bro,
yeah, he was like normal, but
he
whatever.
was honestly a pretty normal guy, bro.
Yeah, he was normal, but like yeah, but like when I met him through y'all, it was like an influx of personality, just being, you know, it's like,
bro,
oh, this nigga my friend now, you know.
there was a moment when he was dating this girl, right, from Buckley's. And it's Buckley's, yeah.
Yeah, Buckley's.
And he it's like in that moment when they were dating, I didn't like him as much. And when I say I didn't like him, it's just like he was doing some stuff that I was like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
I just stopped hanging out with him at that point in
You
time.
check?
But then again, that point in time, I was getting ready to leave Antigua too.
True. Yeah, yeah. But he was like, I don't know if she
Oh,
made
this
it
was
that
late.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, how can I explain the story? Because it's not really my story to tell. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
cause
tell
no,
too much.
yeah, cause okay, boom. Let me start it.
Okay, good,
Then
good.
truly, right? Like, so that girl from Buckley's, right? It's a thing that I used to talk to, but it never went anywhere. So then he tell me, bro, I got a new girl. I was like, who that? And then he showed me her. And then when he showed me her, right? She kind of gasped when she seen me, and I'm gasped. I kind of gasped when I see her. I was like, what the fuck, bro? He was like, hold up, y'all know each other. I was like, yeah. So then I was like, what's good? And da 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 da. So now they started like getting closer and closer, right? And so remember, I told you I knew her before. We used to talk to each other.
Mhm.
So he used to get like insecure whenever it was just me and her together. And at that point in time, he was working at like Digicel. And remember, I told you I
Hey,
was staying at
did
his
you say
crib.
the line? I'm bad no. I want to joke ya.
The red shirt.
Yeah, bro,
I
this man
can't
used to
run.
give man's free shit, internet, chips, internet, bro. The man used to give
Yo,
us top up on our phones and all kind of stuff. The dog, internet, the line was sick.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you, dog. Yo, this nigga had yo, this nigga probably had like $1,000 on his phone, right? And I used to go to school and sell top up. You give me the money, we send in the fetching service. Yo, I
Man
didn't
set
remember
up
how
a-
that shit went, bro.
This man set up an internet box that just he didn't get billed for some reason. I'm just like, what?
Yo, but here, cause like I was always in the crib, right? Cause that's where I was staying most of the time. Like I honestly didn't go home too often. So I was staying there, and then she was there, right? And like he felt a type of way, so he made his sister, like his older sister, like start coming around, and she started hanging out with us during the day. Then she'd leave at night when Big Sexy reach. I ain't feel no type of way about it, cause I understand it's your girl or whatever, and I guess he ain't trust me like that. I don't know why, cause I was gonna make no moves on this girl,
Makes
but
sense.
then it just like after he started getting insecure like that, he like it just happened more frequently. Then it started happening when he was outside, and then he just started getting kind of weird with it, bro. And I'm like, nah, I don't really like the way this happening. So I was like, yo, I sat down with her one time. I was like talking to her, I'm like, yo, you good? Like you feel safe around this nigga? And she was like, yeah. And then next time I saw her, bro, she had like a black eye. I was like, I ain't even asking nothing. I just stopped hanging out with them. So I didn't
Exactly.
come around in the village anymore.
So then that's when he started going into like this weird mode or this mood. Like, yo, he was a different guy, dog. So like he and his old man was like in little things, but they had this one incident where his car was done because like he couldn't use the car that he usually drive and he had to start renting. And I was like, why would you rent that? Oh, bro, like, come on, that's beer money coming out your pocket. And he just started like it's not no simple car he renting. It's like some real these looking car that's fancy and everything to go pick her up and go all over the place. Right. So I'm just like, bro, I'm pretty sure this costs a lot of money. Like, why? Right. And he's just like, nah, man, you have to be flashy. So he was picking up all kind of girls with his girl and everything and so doing things in this rental car. But it's one time he didn't have it and he wanted me to go pick up his girl and bring her to Newfield. And then when he done carry her back home later, right? So I'm just like, what the fuck I look like? Taxi? No. He's like, nah, I'll pay you, dog. I was like, all right, you say you'll pay. Just cool. That's gas money. It's like once I get in gas money, I'm sick with it. Right? I get out of the house, I'm doing some shit, whatever. So I went on the road by his house to pick them up, and they going. And for instance, I picked them up, right? This man and her arguing. This man had to pull her into the car. And I'm just like, this already a bad night. Because like, why are you trying to get her home from your place? Like she's fighting you, bro.
One
Right?
time, hold on. One time I was in the vehicle with them, right? And he's driving, and I'm in the back seat, right? And they arguing. And this guy pushed the steering wheel. I'm in the back seat. I'm like, bro, y'all can kill each other, but not fucking
Let me
me.
walk.
Like I
Help me
leave
out.
Antigua in like 2 months. Like, why y'all trying to do this to me? Bro, this shit was scary as hell, bro. They arguing, she hits him, right? And then he push her back, right? And he's still staring with one hand. And then I mean see the girl just she moved with some swiftness, but and she just pushed the steering wheel. The car started swerving. I'm like, what?
Right? So we going through we call it peers, right? Because they have to go collect something from somebody. And while we going through peers, right?
That girl did?
Hmm?
The Pierce girl?
No, I didn't go to check her. We're still with Dylan and them because they're going home, but I don't know. I don't think he went to Pierce to collect something from the Pierce girl. But
I used to love her too now.
we went to get something from somebody. Right? Actually, he went to go pick up some drugs, some weed. He went to go get from Whistle Steel people. Right? Yeah. So while we did it arguing and stuff, no, she go. I'm just like, you okay? And she's like, no, I'm good, right? I'm like, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm just like, it's not my place to say, it's not my business, right? I'm trying to keep her, but honestly, I'm concerned because like, I don't want to ask her too much questions, but I just want to know like why she don't want to go home, because that's the impression I'm under. Because she fighting this man to leave his place and she don't want to go home, right? So while we driving, I'm keeping quiet the whole way, and we're going through from our village side to go through All Saints to get to Buckley's, right? And I'm listening to the conversation while I'm driving, and they're talking about such and such, and she run away from home, and she don't want to go back, and Dylan was like, you have to go back because your mother calling me and all kind of stuff, and blah,
Yeah,
blah.
she ran
And
away for no reason, and she didn't tell everybody that she pregnant.
right? And I'm just like, yo, this is none of my business, but this shit's sweet as fuck, right?
Yeah. So like an old version of Jaron and Jessica.
So now we get to Buckley's, right? And we did driving, and all I hear, my fucking door open. I'm like, what? So I look back, see this man grabbing her, right? Because at first I heard the kiss, and she's like, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Guess they're doing their thing. And then all of a sudden,
you know what your action happening in that backseat. I think my
Yeah,
nephew be a part of them.
okay, let's hear my business.
Galmira.
But yeah, right. So all that's happening now, so in my head, I'm like, well, they kind of resolving things. We're almost home. And then I hear the door opening. So now I'm surprised at what the hell. So I look back. I'm not even looking in the mirror. I'm looking back to see what's happening. This girl trying to step out of this moving car. He grabbing her, right? And he's like, "Welcome to your boss." And I'm like, "Yeah, welcome to your boss." Right? So you know, they start fighting, arguing, kicking up the chair. I'm driving, and then all I hear is smack, right? I'm like, the man just hit her, right? The car go quiet. I look in the rearview mirror, she looking at me, and I'm just like, what the fuck you want me to do? Right? Right? So now she looking at me, I'm looking at her, and he just like looking at her, right? Nothing. We pull up in front of her yard, and I was like, nah, don't pull up here, we stay here, right? And I'm like, all right, bet. So now I'm just like some like glorified, Uber driver. And I'm sitting out here, they talking, and they start kissing again. And then they start arguing. And I'm just like, this is one ridiculous roller coaster, right? Then they start fighting, dog. I know it start getting heated, right? Because now the two doors open, we at the side of the road, and they literally punching each other, right? And I'm just like, do I stop them? So I'm like, yo, come out my car. Like, that's the only thing I can say. So I'm like, yo, come out the car. So no, he grabbing her and dragging her out the car. She fighting and screaming. I'm just like, for her house right there though. Like, why this happening now?
Bro, that's really when I stopped like hanging with them. Cause like I asked her if she was good, bro. And she was like, yeah. And I knew they weren't good, right? But like,
it's like, what can you do?
No, I honest a guy, like if she wanted me to beat his ass, I'd have beat his ass, right? But like, cause like he would not hit her in front of me, like he wouldn't, none of that, cause I don't fucking condone that shit, right? But like, she was telling me it's fine, so I'm like, if you're telling me it's fine,
yeah, that's what I say. What can you really do? Cause she
even
not
when we
crying
went
for
to,
help.
I'm like, bro, you can't just be hitting females like that, dog. He's just like, yeah, she deserves it. I was like, no, she does not.
I'm like, bro, like if she telling me it's fine and whatnot, right? And then she like crying, and then I remember like after the whole relationship thing, like me and her was talking, and then she was like, I can't believe like you made me go through that. I'm like, bro, I didn't make you go through that, bro, because like I spoke to you. I was like, yo, you good? And like I even told her like, yo, this my friend or whatever, right? But like, you really need to like distance yourself from
bro. That's all she had to say was, nah, this nigga still hitting me. And I'm just like, all right, say less. And then I would let show like once I'm here, this shit can't happen.
Yeah, cause if me and would have jumped him now. It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
She didn't care. So I'm like, I just stopped hanging with them, man. Like it's
because it's the same thing like when people just call police for domestic violence, and then when the police call the woman and say, oh, I don't want to press charges. The police know she get blow, but they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, so I just couldn't be there, man. Like that wasn't for me.
Because like at the end of the day, me and John could take on Big Sexy for sure.
Yeah. And then shit started spiraling more because he started hanging with some different like a waste man and shit. I'm like, nah, man, I can't. I definitely couldn't be around there. Nigga, you was hanging with, bro. He took like a shower once a week. I'm like, nah, I can't do that, bro.
Yeah, this one was really a bum, and for some reason he just like kept borrowing shit from people and not giving him back. Had no intentions to do. And in my head, I'm just like, you can't ask me for shit because I see what you've been doing to people.
So yeah, I stopped hanging on that side completely. Cause at that point in time, remember I told you like I was fucking with Kishmel and them, and then with Big Sexy, if I'm not fucking with Big Sexy like that, then I ain't have no reason to go that side. So I remember like my last couple weeks in Antigua, I was really by myself. Most I really went to was to Mikisha shop. Cause over there that's sweet.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean, he's cool too. But yeah, like, yeah, Delano was on something else different. And I was just like, I don't know how he got here, dog. Because he had such a climactic life and then he just fell off.
I'm telling you, like me corrupt the boy in the bus.
So it's your fault for leaving. When you leave the man.
Me corrupt bus. You realize like most people good until they start hanging out with me.
I'm
And
still
then
good.
okay.
What I mean? I don't like that tone.
The boy, you said your life has been nothing but downhill, man.
You see if I affected his life positively too, so
That's true.
give and take. So you
Gotta
go.
give and take. No, that's man. I don't know. He's still interesting to me, boss. Like even like the whole job man and man got jail. I'm like, how? He meant what was it? Like a year or two ago? When he may say, oh yeah, he may top the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, even that. I'm like, because remember I told you, I had this view of him before, and then after I met him, it was like, oh, this guy actually like hella chill. So then to hear him go to this, I'm like, this the same nigga.
I think your brother hit up.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, a fight or something. And she go up the house, or he go up the house and something.
And then Tabby. And then this is me. You don't say that kind of stuff nonchalantly. He's like, he's safe, man. And then a couple months later, he get charged. I'm like, why you didn't get charged right away?
What took this long?
Court system back up, man. Go cool.
But this man was traveling before they said, yeah, no, okay, give me a passport. I was like, the man stabbed him. 2 months passed. This man went to Jamaica, came back, and then y'all like, all right, give me a passport. This man could have got away.
Man, it was smooth sailing, just living a new life. That's man. Nah, I think he just needs the right set of friends around him. I think that's what it is.
It's not even that. That's another thing too.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out, was it the insecurity that really pushed the bad vibes this far?
He started hanging with Gavin and them. And after he started hanging with Gavin and them, right? Like me and him was still cool, but then he started getting insecure about when I was with his girl by like alone, and then that's when shit started getting weird. But I don't know if that man did it to see, boy, I for bang them and bull them though. I don't know if that's what these niggas was telling him, but like it just got weird, man.
See, in them situation, I'm not gonna get insecure if my man's in them with somebody from me, because if they fuck, I'm not gonna blame them.
That's
honestly, because like I'm gonna tell my bros them like, yo, if you see my girl, flirt with her. If she let up and let you in, I'm not gonna be upset with you, because at the end of the day, it's not like if I expect it from them, but I hope that they do. I'm not saying they have to go out of their way to go flirt up with my girl and then plant deceptions or whatever. If they flirt because I know that's what the type of people that they are. They flirts, right? And I know they have enough respect for me to not do it. But if on the off chance they do, I can't blame them. I'm gonna blame her because she made the decision. She has all the control in that decision. They're not gonna rape her. Because that's not the type of friends I have.
That is facts.
I guess it's unless she wants it.
So I'm not gonna be upset with them. I know my friends, right? But if she comes and like, nah, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, I like what you're saying. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck him on. Let's fuck. Bro, that's on you.
I don't know why people take it so personal. Like I get that. Remember I told y'all, I think we talked about a scenario if I'm with Vex.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all I'd be vexed with y'all if y'all let it happen. Not because I would blame y'all for it, nor would I like not be friends with you because of it. But it's more so I would have preferred, me personally, I would prefer you been like, yo, you got to push your head. And if it wasn't for you, I'm going to chop him off. But I did. If it say, yo, I could have and I would have, but like it was for you, that's what I would want from my friends.
And
But like
bro,
if y'all went further and y'all clapped it, I'd be like, bro, you didn't have to go so fucking far, bro.
No, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Like I flirt a lot, right?
Mm.
And girls flirt a lot too. Not because she flirt back with me while I'm flirting with her, means
Yeah.
that she gonna
Mm-hmm.
actually do it. Cause like
Don't
I
have a
know, I
problem.
know, I know some girls that will flirt with you till your fucking butt hard, and then she will like breathe upon them and then just walk
And
away.
then exactly.
Like,
Bro, don't have no problems. Don't have no
Laugh.
problems. Not
you know what I'm
insecure.
saying? Yeah, so like like that don't bother me. But like so like in order for me to actually know, you would have to beat it up. And then if you come to me and tell me you beat it up, then I really have to like, well, congratulations, bro. You beat up my girl. Like first thing I'm gonna really ask you, that shit nice, right?
Yeah, because yo, at the end of the day, if everyone troubling my thing, I know everyone gonna give me the heads up that yo, she give me a vibes. And if I'm like, word, she's like, yeah, in my head, I'm just like, all right, let's see where this goes. I'm not telling everyone that, but I'm thinking that in my head. And if she's still flirting with everyone and everyone's still flirting with her, and then at the end of the day, everyone able to smash, I can't be upset with everyone. I can't, because I understand everyone is a flirt. She's a flirt. She does what she want, but then she crossed the line.
Because y'all sharing something, like y'all sharing a relationship.
Mm-hmm. And
Me and you,
I'm
we ain't sharing nothing. We just
like,
are.
I'm gonna be a
We just
little,
friends.
I'm gonna be a little upset for a bit, but not for the same reasons. You
Mm.
check?
No,
And I'm not.
I'm gonna be upset. Like me being upset with everyone would be like, damn, he really fucked my girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't have this. Like, I wouldn't hate your guts or hold things. Like, we would talk. I'll just be mad at you for a bit.
No,
Exactly.
I'm not even be mad at you. I'm
No,
gonna be
I'm gonna
like,
be mad for a bit, but
I'll
I'm
be
not
like,
gonna
he
be
really
upset
fucked my
with you.
girl.
But I'm gonna be mad for a bit.
You know, fucked up is this, damn, this nigga really fucked my girl.
Yeah, check. Because I feel like I also feel like if you blame yourself for that, it comes from a place where you're insecure too. Because when shit happens to people, the first thing they do is ask why, right? It's the same thing like what you were saying in the extra gravy thing, where when what was it? Mark said something. Oh, with the dead person, and people took out the camera, and he was like, "Why would you do that?" But like everybody have a reason why, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we assume there's a reason why, and if we don't know what it is, we make one up. And oftentimes you could think the worst thing, oh, I wasn't good enough for her, blah blah blah.
Hell
And
no.
that's if
It's
your confidence down. No, that's if your confidence down there. And then I feel like it's people who hold, their friends accountable to the death, to the grave in them
Bro,
situations.
I remember in high school, not calling no names, right? But when my partner girl in them, right, was literally troubling me, everyone, and Jamal, and probably others, right? And I tried to let this man know, like, yo, you think kind of doing this stuff now. He got like real aggressive, like, nah, that's not, nah, what y'all saying, right? And I was like, all
but it
right,
wasn't
say
she a
less.
flirt?
She was,
It
right?
is. Full stop.
She is, right? And I'm telling this man, all right, Celeste, I can see you getting aggressive just by me bringing it up, so I'm gonna let you do you. And it happened again. I'm like, yo, dog, you're troubling me now. And he's like, nah, that's not my thing. No, right? And he started getting, well, you said that, right? And I see you getting aggressive again. So I said, all right, whatever happened after this, fuck you. We still friends.
But
But
try to tell you.
I've tried to tell you twice.
That was a sexy piece of meat, no.
Yeah. So no, we making out in class and all kind of stuff. I'm touching it up and stuff, but she was not the place where she wanted to fuck. She was just having fun. And I get that, right? So I'm just like, all right, cool.
Girls just wanna have fun.
Exactly, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
like, well, if she want to touch up and she want to flirt and she want to kiss in, I can give her that, right? So whenever this man would step out the classroom, we in the corner,
Vibes.
the back or something, doing all kind of things, right? And in my
Correct.
head, I'm just like, man,
It's the fact that the rest of the class
the
watch
class,
this and they never
yes,
say nothing.
yes.
Yes,
I'm just like, yo,
they
my
didn't
class is
care.
pretty cool.
You check?
Because
Like,
nobody ratting
literally.
out or saying nothing. They mind their fucking business. You check? And so now all this happening in the back of the crowd, everybody doing their own thing. They see, but they're not seeing. There's like, whatever that happens is Tuesday, right? And this probably be outside with the man them talking. And I'm just like, yo, I told this guy, and all is still going down. And at first, I felt a little bad, but after the 2 times I tell him and he getting upset with me, I'm just like, it is what it is, right? But then this one time, everyone pull up. I'm just like, yo, you and her? I was like, yeah, what happened? Me too. I was like, word. It's like, yeah. And then
Same
Jamal,
girl.
and then Jamal heard the conversation, just like, bro, you didn't even know me too. So I was like, oh, word.
Not gonna lie, Jamal was capping to an extent.
It could be. I don't know. I didn't care.
Yeah, at that point, like you don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you
Because
have all the information you need.
we used to go check her and so no.
Check.
We used to go check her and so. I remember this one, the story going all over. I remember one time I went over to a house.
That was a walkathon, right? Well,
I honestly don't even think that's the story Timo was gonna talk. I feel like he gonna tell the story where, bro, this nigga tell me, yo, let's all go make this move. I'm say, all right, I'll go make the move, right? And me go with 2 gal, right? I'm gonna go with 2 gal. I'm go to she house. And I'm man, they go check the gal, right? And Timon go at the gal house.
oh, there's somebody in the living room.
Timon go at the gal house, right? With one for he catty them. But for he catty never they give him no action. So he take for he catty for go by full to our next catty yard for show for he catty how the action go down. But I know bad no fuck that.
The way of the shinobi.
The boy that show she like this is what you're supposed to do.
The boy cool.
Okay, but the story that that everyone was talking about, yeah, that was a walkathon. I went over there, right? And all of us having fun and everything, right? So it's her and this other girl that I had like
I remember that day. That day.
A little thing for, right? Yeah, you were fucking gone.
I was high, so
Yeah,
I left with my thing because my thing wasn't friend with them y'all day.
Yeah. Right?
Wait, what do you mean? Wait.
See,
this is the second farm, I think.
No man. This will be late today, boss.
No, it may be a walkathon.
Yeah,
no?
I know it was a walkathon, but it's late today. It's not second farm time.
But you left? Didn't you leave in second farm?
I can't tell it dog.
Yeah, you did.
But Jan was still making moves even after he left. He was still a part of Advent.
Oh yeah, that's come true.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah, you never really left our lives for real. Yeah, you're right. Go on.
So I'm upstairs, right? And this girl making time because my partner downstairs now. So she have to run down, spend some time with him, and then come up upstairs to check me, right? Which I'm upstairs with one of her other friends who we have a vibe together, right? So she just come out to the shower and I'm in the room and we talking, right? And I'm like, all right, boom, I'm gonna fuck this one up here, right? So every time we talking, it's like if she just kept blighting up the scene, coming up to check on us to see what we doing, right? So the two of us realized what happening, what she doing. So we're just like, all right, whatever, not happening, right? So she kept interrupting. Then she's like, you're not gonna wash your skin? I was just like, I might as well, right? So I go and she's like, all right, I'm gonna go get you like the bath oil and stuff like that, right? So I go in the shower and I'm washing my skin. And in my head, I'm just like, all right, come on, right? Because I didn't even lock the bathroom door, the bedroom door, because I know somebody coming in, right?
I really wished I did make this move instead
you
of
should have.
Yeah, because like this one sounded like it was more interesting because all I did, bro, was I got some coochie and you know the bathroom roll by the bathroom round CNG round in the back over there. Somebody walking, the security walking, I just walk out right by the boy. I brush the boy. I didn't even say nothing.
Bro, the thing is, I just needed somebody to keep her off my case for about 15 to 20 minutes, dog. That's all I needed.
But she been clutch, but women in there, beach.
Right? So now I'm in the shower, right? And I'm just like, all right, I know she gonna check me to come bring me the whatever's, right? So I'm in there washing, and I'm like, yeah, dick semi-hard is about to go down, right? So she come in, and she strip, and she come to shower with her, to shower with me, and we in there, right? And I'm kissing up and something under the water now. And then I hear my partner saying some shit downstairs, and then she jump out the shower, and then run down. And this is me, what the fuck, I'm in here washing my skin by myself now, for now?
I don't even need to bathe.
I don't even need to. Like. So now I'm out, and I'm just like, I'm not getting no food. Why am I here? So I go back downstairs to see my partner. He downstairs laughing and playing up with everybody else. And I'm just like, You don't know what's happening upstairs? Hmm?
I really
I
don't think
just
he
love
cared.
me.
I really don't think he cared.
I don't know though.
I
Because
don't
it's
know.
confusing. It's like I don't know if he didn't care because I don't know if he was trying to show that he cared or not. Like I feel
Bro,
like he's almost trying to just not care. But I
I'm
don't
cup.
know if he really did or didn't. I really
It's
don't know.
like I know him, right? Like I love him, right? But
Mhm.
like me and him, it's like with everyone, right? Like I don't think me and everyone actually like really sit down and like talk feelings with each other. Now. So like
Mm.
I can send everyone some things, we can have like a discussion on it, but I don't think I ever really just sit down and like, yo, everyone, how's your day? Whatever, right?
Mm.
Like I feel like our relationship not as personal as my relationship with Timon.
With someone, no? Yeah.
And like that's the same way buddy over there. I was like, I really wish I could talk to Buddy, but I just don't know how to.
Cause I feel like with yeah, because at least with us, it's like even though me and you don't sit down and talk on it like on a normal, it's like you could if you wanted to. You check.
Yes.
But like with him, I don't know where.
I
It's like
really
there's
think
just so much unknown in his plate. It's like I
I really
don't
think
know.
my common ground with him is Timon.
Mm. Y'all can chill when Timon in the midst.
Just
But
cool.
if not, yeah. I feel you. But I feel like I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, so
I
it
was like,
came to a point now that I'm just like, okay, my partner seems like there's a disconnect and he don't really care. So this is me. Full throttle go in. But then in my head, I'm just like, even though I know it's not gonna be a big problem between us, I'm like, do I really want to find out?
yeah.
I mean,
So
he did have other catties now.
oh yeah, no, for sure.
So
Yeah, but
then
you know the rule
he
though.
definitely didn't care, bro.
No, he did. He
Yeah,
he
he kind of
did.
did.
He
So
did. It was
in my
like
head, after I kind of eased up because I think at time he had like a serious talk and he was like, nah, he really cared for this person. 'Cause he was making plans and moves and hustles to kind of like move for around how she wants to like in terms of education wise, like they're gonna leave and go here to study. He was like, all right, boom, I'm a plan so I can get the money and figure out the path for all kind of stuff. I
mm,
remember at one point they told me that he had a scare. He was pretty sure that they were gonna have like a kid or something. And I was like, oh, word is like
Not
that.
if
He's
he
like,
plans to him.
fuck you. Plan C is a set of stairs, guys, if you didn't know. Right? And I was like, nah, this guy seemed like he really like this is the person who has his heart, but she just didn't seem like she had any time to slow down and take it seriously.
but neither did I feel like he okay. I feel like what it was actually because with her, it's like we explained with him about him like your relationship with him, John. With
Mhm.
her, it's even worse. Like in terms of not knowing like where your head is at.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than that because like to this day, as good as friends I think I am with her, I don't know what makes her upset. I don't know her like I don't know what I don't know nothing because she's
Yet
just
nobody
always
truly
this
ever knows her. Like,
yeah. So I don't know how she viewed him, if she viewed this whole thing as serious or not from the jump. Because to her, literally, this could have just been, hey, I'm in high school, this is just for fun. So I really don't care.
and I would get that for sure.
I would that would make total sense to me. I'm like, okay, she just had this nigga because she could,
Yeah, because mhm.
and I feel like she may have known because everybody knows to be out the road. Like when you see with wow, they call name didn't they?
Whatever, they can say nothing.
We save.
Yeah, every time you see man with that girl, it's not her. You check. So it's like
And at that point in time, he been done. They go train the ass or not.
yeah, and he mean that had feet something along there.
And the
Check. So
boy me have all the catty them.
I really don't know what the hell. I feel like it was maybe I don't know if it was, and that's the thing. Going back to her side of it, maybe he saw her as yeah, this is a good wife material, but I'm not in a
Nah, I'm
position
not
to be
ready yet.
husband yet, so I'm a keep my hooks in, and we just gonna mature a bit, gonna go through life a bit till we get to the point where we need to be, and then we can level up together.
Bro,
But no,
my
we just cool it.
my outside view was he saw her as like a wifey material, but like she wasn't on that type of thing. She want to have fun. So
Mhm.
he was just letting her have her fun because he still had different things on the side
Yeah,
until she
like
was ready to settle down. That's why I think that he wasn't really mad at y'all on none of that, bro.
no, but I don't know if he knew.
He
He
definitely knew because
he
like
had
it
to have
was,
known, bro.
bro, it was in the same house, bro. And I saw these type of things from like a different places, bro.
I
Like,
know,
bro,
'cause I was in it. I get, bro, I get it, but it just logically none of it makes sense to me.
bro, because how she do things upstairs and downstairs. Like, bro, firstly, for your girl come downstairs and she pump up done wet.
She was thinking
Everyone,
about you
Fair
upstairs.
enough.
She was
Tuesday.
thinking about you upstairs.
you know you and she not had no action upstairs. She come down there and she pump up done wet. Everyone.
Yeah, I like her family though. Her family's a vibe.
Her family
They
was real
are,
cool.
bro.
Yeah,
Her family
yeah.
was real cool.
They're
Bro,
the family.
I didn't even know them. I look like a little thug. I pull up in there and they accept me with
Nah, they
open
accept you,
Open
arms.
bro.
arms,
I'm
bro.
like, "Yeah, you're hungry, need something to eat." And
I was like, y'all leaving if I'm gonna rob your house later.
I was like, if I see them anywhere they need help, they have it, dog. Like they
Yeah,
cool people.
I,
Nah.
that's really a con. I'm happy you brought this up because I'm thinking about it, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, bro, why you brought this up?
Yeah, I know, right? There's
Because there's
bare
no
memories there,
answer.
and there's
Yeah,
like no answers to all
no
these questions.
reasons to say why this was. It just freaking was. Logically, it didn't make sense. Logically, like honestly, every time me and her were chilling, I felt like it was behind his back, 100%. Like I felt a part of me felt like I'm doing dirty, but at the same time, I felt like he don't care. But at the same
Yeah,
time, I don't know. And then even when, like, I remember there was a good period. I think when you went to Trinity, I didn't know for the longest while if they were together. And because I just go back to Antigua, like every so often, I just go check her and stuff. I just made sure. Well, I don't know. I don't see any signs. I'm not asking either.
but you don't know, can't kill.
Yeah, if I don't know, you can't kill me. Like I'm just chilling. Like if I don't have any reason to think that's the case, like I don't see y'all do nothing together. He here, you're not talking to him like that. Like you care. Why talk about this guy? We're chilling. It's chill.
Check.
Like, but I just never knew because it just didn't act. He didn't seem not him. It's like both of them together just didn't seem like
Like a
anything I knew.
yeah, they didn't seem like a couple.
But it came to the point at this point, I'm just like, her image hasn't changed from since high school. She's just who she is,
Mhm.
You know,
right?
funny,
And that's
hold
who
on.
she always will be to me. And right now, I don't even. It's like I don't have any feelings towards her. It's like
You know,
she just go ahead.
how them in they call CJ a whore when they go on in for them they circle when they witness this in the class, they witness this with their friend and their two other friends. But how then they call CJ a whore?
When I first saw CJ, we put up on like the halls Adventist school upstairs. And when you have them awkward side to side, like, oh, up, you go to up, go that way.
Yeah.
I had one of those, right? And I was just like, oh my, why is this happening? So now I'm literally, we face to face, I'm looking at her. I'm just like, she's not gonna come up my way. And then she did this like, no, and like when you like kind of cut your eye and do a
Was this
sly
on the
look.
step,
Yeah, something like it crossed it by the
Bro?
Inti lab,
bro?
right?
Why
And
I was behind you? Why am I seeing this?
yes, dog. And she did, she did one of those sly looks, right? And I was like,
She gave
right?
like she gave one of her looks, the other girl
Yeah,
looks,
yeah.
like a vibe
Jar,
like that.
Jar, know what it is, dog.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Man.
And then in my head, I'm just like, yo, I have this urge to want to just make out with you, right?
Right, bro. Hold your throat.
Cause she has some real sexy lips.
Lips, bro. And I'm just like, do I give the 50 and then see she come to 50? Or do I go like 90 and see she come to 10? And this is me.
Boy, didn't even know the girl yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know her, bro. It's the first time I've seen her.
A mistake on the step tip. I was like, wow, I should kiss her.
Right? No, because it's like at one point now, I'm looking and we just there and it's starting to get like in a zone. We just like, it's like, ooh, I can't even explain it, but it's just like if we get sucked into that atmosphere. I'm just like, there's like a vibe. So I'm kind of like tilting my head as if she's doing the same thing. I'm just like, Bro, I am confused as fuck because I don't know your name.
I can't believe y'all had these catties in the school and nobody tell me nothing now. Is yeah, this is actually how coming back up to the school now. Is because of
Yeah,
her.
because he left at this point and then he came back checking us when he came down new
Cause and
for
what
some
happened,
reason.
bro? What happened, bro? Is I was kicking it with Kial, right? And then he was showing me something on his phone, right? And he passed a picture. I was like, yo, go back, go back, go back. So then he passed the picture because right, like it was like there was like an anime shit in front of him. Like, nah, not that, not that. Then there was like a picture. It was a group of them. I was like, yo, who this girl, bro? And then he was like, oh, like she knew, bro. I was like, CJ. I'm like, word? I'm like, yo, zoom in on her little, bro. I'm like, yo, let me hold this phone, bro. So I'm looking at the phone. I'm like examining her. I'm like, all right. I see my cousin in the picture. I see him and shit. I was like, so all y'all know her? He was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check you out tomorrow.
And then he was always up Adventist school. I'm just like, bro, you don't have school? Don't you have school? What are you doing at my school? But the thing is, though, she is cool as hell, and she have like this vibe about her that she's just cool as hell. And that's like I picked up on that vibe when I saw her, and I was like, nah, this is a vibe. But outside of this vibe, at this moment, I could tell that she was a cool person from the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I rate that. Like me and her, though, we like. I don't think I can't say that. I don't know. I know that we're not close, but like for sure, if I see CJ, it is what it is. Like
I
I'll help her
can
out with anything that she needs because she's a cool person for sure. Like
Yeah,
she has
she
like a pure
genuine.
heart. She
Yeah.
genuine, and like if anybody gonna disrespect her, I'm gonna have to like, yo, stop your shit. You know what I mean?
that's facts. That's facts.
And even
She
for the
really nice.
the caliber of girls she would have been considered in school, the fact that she was still hella smart too.
Oh, she was
And with
smart.
Yes.
like higher than her. She was like the
Can't call
what's the
that name either
valedictorian?
because people can
The
put two
other one.
together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You have edit on
Wait, you
that one.
didn't just freaking tell me the name?
Yeah, because I paused, said it, then pause. I can
You
cut
know,
that out.
I just thought you said it. I didn't realize you're hiding the shit.
Mozzie, oh,
mean,
you're saying CJ.
bro, you
No, I didn't
you,
realize. No, I just thought that this is what y'all call her behind her back. Like when you all talk, I thought this is just the common term between you two.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought was going on this whole time. To be honest.
nah, bro. Yo, even bro, me and Kwame used to sit down and talk about it because it was me thing at one point, and it's like, all right, cool. So like bro, I literally didn't know much about me. I when I first started the school, I was in class with me, and then after we never really talked because I used to like he was with Michael and them, Michael Akeem and shit, but I never really talked with me too much. But then after I remember where it was somewhere in Potts. He was like, wait, that's your thing? And I'm like, yeah, bro, like CJ might say, I said, man, I used to put me something none. I said, man, I'm like a brother, I slide brother right now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that man start bonding and talking stories. I'm just like, y'all having too much fun.
bro, like we got, bro, real talk, bro. That's how most niggas become friends. Or like we just about so like some coochie that we had in common.
The ones in them that I don't understand is them niggas who feel hurt that you dating somebody that they used to date to fuck.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm just
so,
like, bro,
yeah, I know how time works. Like,
get
you
out
know,
your feelings and forget the past. Like, move on. Enjoy the happy moments and share those happy moments with people. Like, what are we doing?
Those are the type of niggas that can say, man, I had sex with her 9 times. like nigga, you count every
keep
like
track.
all the 9 times you had sex with her. We're like you wrote that shit down in a journal.
Man, like, I've never forget it again, boy, but this is number 9.
One for the books.
Like, it's weird.
Weird, bro. Nah, man. Like I remember one time, bro. She made a slide to. Well, you're gonna have to really edit this heavy.
Oh, yeah.
She made a slide to her little boyfriend on the Newfield, right? And I was on the road, and she stopped the bus up the road, right? Man, I took that to my crib, bro. Beat it up, and she went home. She ain't even about to go check shit.
Oh, just living these wild lives. What the hell was I doing?
Did they veggie world?
Yeah, Veggie World. I pack shells. I hope I pack the shells so I can hope I go crusade. Right,
Yo, nah, bro. Yo, we just did a lot of shit for no reason. The good old days.
Check. Let's see. All this came up. We were talking about bullying, you know.
Nah, so Ev, how was your week?
My week was, well, yeah, my week. It was going good until, when was it? Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, I had an assignment due, right? Everything was going good until we had this group assignment, right? And it was due Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're
And
still in school.
yeah, so
Trash.
Bum.
I did that shit. I did my part from since Sunday, right? And I'm like, all right, these other people in the group going to do their part. And basically, it was me and this girl, India. It's 5 people total in the group. Yeah, 5 people total in the group. And this girl and me were the first two to get started, right? Message the group and like, all right, what we could do. I was like, okay, I'm free tomorrow. Are we all free tomorrow? Let's do this together, right? Actually, no, she asked, are we doing this together or you want to just assign parts and then we just get them done in our own time, whatever, whatever. I originally said, yo, let's get it done together because it's a group assignment and we need to make sure we're all on the same page. And if somebody's lacking somewhere, another person can pick up and blah, blah. So we can make sure we get the best out of this, right? That's what I told her. Next day, she's like, I think we should just do all the parts individually. I'm like, okay, fine. She's like, all right, I'm gonna start this first part.
I already know
Um,
she a scammer.
well, she's like, I'm gonna do this first part and then see, and then she did it. The next day came, I'm like, all right, so what part you want me to do? I looked, I'm like, all right, let me do this one because she didn't answer me. And I was like, all right, I'm doing this section. And she's like, okay, I'm going to do the other one. And then the other three people in the group can do the last three sections. And I'm like, all right, bet. The day comes where it's gonna be due tomorrow. Let's just do tomorrow. So today she messaged in the group in the evening saying, hey, can we all you guys need to finish your parts and send it so we can have it uploaded by tomorrow morning. Mind you, the assignment not due until tomorrow at midnight, right? So people who have lives and stuff, they still considering that they have that time to do what they have to do. So at midnight, like whatever night it was, she never finished. She did her part, but the other people didn't finish theirs. And next day comes, the assignments due that day. And my girl messaged the group like an hour before the last person finished the assignment. So when the assignment was literally about to be done, she messaged the group saying that she basically, because of her anxiety, she has to upload her assignments like early because like she gets so anxious and she can't, when she leaves stuff to the last minute. So she went ahead and did the whole assignment herself, right? Uploaded it, told the teacher, and she told the teacher that the other people in the group not doing no work. So the teacher would let her upload her own assignment, right? So the part that she gave or she did for the group assignment, she included it in her assignment. So now, because she uploaded her assignment with that information, if I was to upload the group assignment that she's no longer a part of, it would be plagiarism.
Whoa. I just took that in.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to build like this so you get that point. So basically, because of her anxiety and she couldn't wait till the actual time of which or the deadline, she wanted to do it before the deadline. She didn't want to work as a group anymore, even though the other people still did their
Still
part and
had
they did it well. Uploaded her stuff, talked to the teacher, and tell the teacher that we're not doing nothing. So she doing it this way. So
what
we
the teacher
literally were like,
say?
bro, boss. So the teacher, we emailed the teacher like, hey, the assignment is literally due in another hour. Oh man, I mean in a couple hours. It's a 4-page assignment, and what she did was one whole page, right? So she basically cut like whatever. Basically, we're down a page and a whole section, right, on this
Mhm.
assignment because of what she did. So we're like, hey, this is a situation, and the prof said, well, you can totally understand her predicament, blah blah blah, and she was already doing 75% of the assignment. I'm like, how the hell she do 75% of the assignment, and less than half of the assignment was done the last time she was in the group active, right? Everybody else finished this before 8 o'clock the next day, and this girl did what she did for whatever reasons, and basically shot us in the foot. We were screwed basically. Not screwed to the point we didn't have anything to do, but we just had to do over that whole part and just couldn't use that information literally because she did that, and that just fucked my whole week because there was no reason for this to happen, right? She didn't communicate that, oh, she was panicking or oh, that she was going to do this or that. She literally did it. And because she asked it, she did it with a teacher and she mentioned what she told us, like the whole part about the plagiarism and stuff. the teacher said, "Oh yeah, that would be plagiarism. So you need to tell your group." So she wasn't even going to tell us. She was just going to disappear out the group.
But how the teacher even accept that though?
Bro, I don't. I you know, if in a situation like that as a teacher, you're like getting reports of this, you wouldn't talk to the
You
group
have
and
to.
see what's
So much
going
she
on.
said. So you're like, well, let's see. We're not having that, and you go contact the other students.
Yeah, exactly. And say, wait, what's happening? Whatever, whatever.
What's going on here? And it's like, this is what I have so far, and we just waiting to complete everything. We still have time,
Remember
bro.
this is remember
Y'all
this is
left bags
college.
of
Huh?
shit on her address.
Boss, I don't. Boss, we never met in person.
Nah, remember this is college, dog. So they don't press you if you don't want to do it now. Like you as an adult supposed to do what you're supposed to
Yeah,
do.
you're supposed. So she just needs to send her parts and just shut them out. Like what? I don't get it. Why she's saying send her everything and then she uploaded. One person have to upload it.
Yeah, it's one assignment, well, whole assignment for the group. So one
So
assignment
then
gets
why
submitted.
y'all choose her to be the runner up?
Nobody did.
She cheating herself because
Cut-
You didn't hear
Ish.
my girl with her anxiety. She just have to be on top of things, or else her life will just crash.
She just sounds selfish. And she didn't even do all the work.
Bro, she did. Bro, I honestly at that part, she had done 2 sections at that point,
So
and
hers and
I had
yours.
done one.
She did her section and your section.
No, she
no,
basically
everyone
there
did
was
his
there's some
section.
calculations to do, and then like some questions to do.
Okay.
Right. So she did the calculations first because on the day that we're trying to figure out when everyone was free, I was like, okay. She was like, okay, we'll meet tomorrow. She was like, okay, I'm free today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this part since I'm free. Right. She did that shit. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The next day came, we said, okay, I'll do this part, I'll do this part, blah blah blah. Did my part. The other guys didn't do their part yet, but they said they would by a certain time, the day that it was going to be due. But my girl couldn't wait for them and didn't have any hope that the assignment was going to be done and didn't want to risk it. So she just did it all herself. And instead, bro, I'm like, okay, here's what I would have done differently. Because I'm a part of the group, if I don't have confidence in the group, I'm still a part of it. So if I'm going to finish the assignment, I'm going to finish it for the entire group. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do it just for me because I wasn't originally starting with this information just for me. It was as a group. So basically, instead of finishing it just in case and then waiting it out to see if anybody else contributes, and then if maybe nobody does, then she can sub it in and then we do it, whatever. My girl just excluded herself completely, made an excuse with the prof and whatever, and did what she did. Basically, threw us under the bus.
Because
So
I
I
did
messaged
something.
the girl.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, so that's what she did. No, go ahead because you
No, you messaged the girl.
What was
Oh,
her
not question.
ethnicity? What was her ethnicity?
She's on white.
Filipino.
Okay.
I figured. I really thought you was gonna say she was Indian too.
Nah, honestly, Indian, she would do that too.
Yeah.
Not to be racist on that, but like
No, for sure.
like the way how they be, like especially with people who are not in their group, like, and plus we don't know each other. We've never met, right? We've never had the opportunity to judge each other to say, okay, this person look like a person that's serious about their work. This person look like a joke. Whatever. We never seen each other.
Come on.
Mm.
White people not really like that now. Like
I
white people
don't
kind of
know.
white people kind of cool
honestly-
if you get assignment with a white person, so long as it's not like a teacher's pet. Like it's just they're gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10,
chill.
if you ever get like partnered with like an Indian
You're gonna
or
be immigrant that have
somebody
that
like
attitude.
yeah they like
And they usually have a lot more on the line too.
Yeah,
because that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're international students, and like they can't wait for somebody else because like bro, like they're already paying like higher shit, so they just work.
Yeah, they have a different ethic, but it's whatever, right? I messaged her, and I was pissed, right? And I was just being general in the group. I'm like, help me understand, right? And I was just talking as if I wasn't talking about her, but I was just talking about the situation, just saying how stupid it is, right? And I realized this girl said nothing else, right? And I'm like, you know what? I was kind of harsh. Let me message her. I'm like, I messaged her and said, for the record, I don't hate you, right? Because you felt panicked. You did what you had to do. Because, you know, this is you at the end of the day, your future, whatever. You did what you had to do. I'm just pissed that I had to suffer because you had to make that decision. And it didn't have to go that way if we just talked about it. That's what I told her, right? And she was like, oh my
adults.
gosh. She was like, oh my gosh. It's so relieved to hear you don't hate me because I've literally been crying about this. I feel
better go
so
tell the
bad.
teacher and said, well, you see, that thing, everyone is actually part of my group, and this is his bro. She needed to go fix that ASAP. That's what she needed to do
If
instead of
everyone,
crying.
if she ever said everyone was a part of the group, and then she still submit this incomplete assignment, then I think the professor would fail both of them. I would.
Like some fishy business going on there. But she was like, yeah, blah blah blah. I really couldn't afford to do it. I was stressing, blah blah blah, and whatever. I was like, yeah, I get it. You just do what you have to do, blah blah blah. She's like, yeah, I wasn't even. I've been trying to fall asleep for the last hour, and I've just been here. I just feel so bad about it, blah blah blah.
So
And I'm
wait,
like,
this is the aftermath of her insecurities. Man, I've been doing this all my life, and after
bro,
she done like throw somebody under the bus and hand in an assignment, and just because she can't wait, she just feel like this afterwards is awful. Like why?
no, she felt like she didn't have a choice but to do this. And I was like, okay, but we could have talked about it. She's like, to be honest, I just didn't know how to. I was actually just so scared to even like try and push you guys because like I know people have lives and things going on in their lives, so I don't want to be unreasonable. I just thought it would be
Unreasonable,
best. She just thought it would be best to basically when she did what she did, she didn't know that it was going to affect us in the way that it did until like
cap, bro.
basically no,
No,
because the teacher,
Timon, I
she
can
didn't know about the whole
understand it.
plagiarism stuff.
I
She's
can
like, okay, well, I
understand it.
did that for the assignment, right?
I
So
get
she
the
left that with
plagiarism
us.
part that she wouldn't have known. She thought y'all was just handing y'all own assignment and it'd have been whatever. But like at the end of the day, she said, man, I have to send this because I can't depend on these people. I don't know these strangers. It might make me fail. Let me tell this teacher, like, yo, they're wasting time. I want to send this in. Blah blah. I'm working by
Yeah,
myself. This
like
is my shit.
she didn't need to say that they weren't doing this shit. Like she could have said
Yeah,
like
she honestly
plain and
didn't have
simple.
to.
She
She like,
didn't. Well, here's the thing, right? Uh, the prof, she full of shit. So literally, if I was to try and accomplish what she was accomplishing, what she was trying to do, in the way she was trying to do it, like low key, she was low key trying to get herself out of the situation.
uh-huh.
That prof is not the type to just say, well, you have to communicate, whatever. Like you have to build a case, and if you come with her in a way that she can sympathize with you, then she will allow you. And that's what she did. She built a case so she could get the answer she wanted from the teacher without having to keep adding in details because the teacher's not giving her the answer she wanted. So she literally, if I was in her position, I would have played it the same, given that I was taking the same route. But what I would have done different on a whole is communicate first. And if the
Honest,
communication don't work, then I'd go that route. But like
I'd
she didn't do none
have
of that. She just went straight to the teacher.
I'd have this message typed out, this attachment here with the file. And just before I send, I'm open my chat. So I'm about to send this to the teacher right now because y'all wasting my time. What y'all have to say? And then out of here, bro, I'm not making a drastic decision, even if I feel somehow. Because I know if you are telling me any bullshit, I just let go.
You're like, all right, well, bet y'all.
Yeah, all right,
Yourself,
whatever, cool, whatever. Is y'all,
she
and then I
was
send.
basically all done. Like basically, nobody would have even had the slightest bit of knowledge to even think that she was somewhat uncomfortable or upset with the way things were going, or that there was even a problem, right? And I told her that I'm like, bro, you were literally so happy, you're so joyful, you're cracking a 1-2 joke in the group, but I just realized you were doing that shit because you're just nervous. Like now that she did what she did, I realized, yo, this wasn't her being friendly. This was her being uncomfortable and nervous, and not
See,
like. And I'm like,
people
y'all
just different,
social
man.
skills are lacking, and I'm like,
Yo,
bro,
I
it
think that's
literally turned around to a motivational lecture. Where I was like, all right, well, we're here now. I don't hate you, but for the sake of you and the world, you need to do better, and you can.
I
I believe in you. I gave her like a good like a pep talk or whatever, because I don't know. Even I was pissed with her. I still have to. I can't be mean to you. Once I kind of see where you're coming from, I can't hold how I feel against you because I
against you,
understand
yeah.
you now. So I kind of just made it like nice, but it still pissed me the hell off because the assignment, which I had completed that shit, right? I was out working and I had to end my shift early so I could come home and finish it. So it was yeah, that was the whole thing, and that freaked out my whole week. But yeah, that's that.
damn. She fucked up your money, nigga.
Jeez.
You gotta go beat her ass. And go give her either the big sexy or the Timon combo.
Hey,
I got it. Timon tussle.
I'm like, yo,
Me, bro, I ain't do nothing this week, man. Aside from like a couple of calls, I got a couple of pre-hires and shit. But I'm like
hey,
listening to these different
yo, come
jobs.
manifest that shit, dog. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I'll go for the truck son.
Man, bro, first of all, I gotta go pass the drug test. So That's the only thing I gotta worry about. But after that, then I just go finish this CDL shit, and then I already
CDL.
have commercial driver's license.
Oh, okay.
But then I have different like different companies that I'm talking to. And I'm trying to find one where I don't have to go too far or where I don't have to be out too long. Cause bro, the one that I'm talking to, they pay good, bro. So the man was like, all right, so we gonna start you off at like 60 cents a mile, right? You going out for
Just
however long.
reverse. Drive reverse.
So no, he was like, after you finish your bid, like you come home with da 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 weekly. So I'm like, all right, all right, all right. So I'm like, I kind of like it, right? But he talking about I'll be out on the road for like 3 weeks and shit, and I'm like, bro, I don't really want to be on the road for 3 weeks. But then if I decide to do something inside of my tri-state, then I don't make as much money. But the figure difference, it's not really that. It's not really that. It's not that much lower. But why would I opt in to just get less money if I can get more doing the
True.
same exact shit? So I'm just trying to figure out like if I should be on the road for like the 3 weeks at a time or drive like in state where I can come home every day.
I get that.
But then like if I do the thing where I'm on the road for this amount of time, then he say I get a raise in 3 months, I get a raise 6 months, and then after that is every 6 months I just keep getting raises.
It's funny, because I was trying to figure out like why Stabby never went to like stayed in the States to do his, Stabby is right.
No, I do not.
Taj.
Okay.
They,
I'm done.
they call him Stabby because this man put it in people's guts.
Okay.
Yo, when I hear Chuko, then truck man talk about that when I was learning how to drive stick in the trucks before I left Antigua, right? The man say they have this man now. And Taj must of day a drink and a chat up with them mans. And this girl, it's not even his girl. The man was crushing on this girl, like really did love on this girl, right? And I flirt with she and I do I kind of suddenly spend money on she. And Taj must have did the party at night and I talk up on a drink and whatever. And then, she take Taj upstairs. Everybody downstairs at the party, she takes Taj upstairs and Taj drill out she guts, right? And then here she up there balling I can sudden on the man put in the work. And then she come down and sweat for some water and I can thing now. And then go back up for some sessions, right? And then they just watch the man when she come downstairs and laugh at he know what. Right? Because the girl that he love upstairs they get drilled for a youth man that younger than he. And for that moment they call it Stabby. And I was just like, that's a fucking origin story.
that is facts.
Of Stabby.
Yeah, so one time he told me he went to the UK and he was up there with some family. And when his partner was like, when his family or family friend them was working, and they tell him like, yo, the baddest man who drive like 16 wheelers or whatever, this is him, right? So the man's like, okay, he wanted to see what Taj could do. So he put Taj in the truck and see how Taj maneuver. Like when Taj drive truck, right, the boy moved that like butter. He like if he in the truck become one and he just moving. When you see Taj drive, right, Taj will just use his finger, his foot, don't do that kind of thing with his elbow and just turn that car around corners, the truck run corners and reverse and all kind of stuff. And you're like, bro, how the man so fluid with the truck driving? So I asked him, yo, why you didn't stay in like the UK and work and like make money? He's just like, because in a fun, up here, in a fun living. I was like, we could get more money, but he's like, nah, he like it back home. So I was like, I kind of get where you're coming from, but I'm just like, bro, you're missing out on the money though.
I understand it now because I kind of I want to have a nice little fun life. Stop looking at me, cat. You're just looking at me all worried for no reason, bro.
This man just talked this cat out to the blue guys.
So right, like I don't know, man, because I know once I get into it, right, I might have to put a couple years into it to just build up my funds, build up my bank, and I'm talking. They're like, yeah, like you can help get in your truck, you can get your own truck and whatnot and whatnot. And the guy was talking to him, bro. He was Guyanese. Hey, as soon as I answer the phone call, you ever tell it, dog, as soon as I answer the phone, right? The boys, I must say, I remember what I really say, right? But the man say, hold on, your accent, where you from? I say Antigua,
Antigua.
and then he say, oh shit, we from the Caribbean too. Bet you can't tell me where we from. I said, boy, you from Guyana? The boy say, how you know?
Yo, I
I
love
say,
running into Caribbean people, dog.
yo, him say nothing by just no know. The boy laughed. No. I mean, the man like I continue to talk. The man like he helped me like finish off like the resume properly.
Mhm.
And he tell me like, yeah, like he gonna edit these couple things because I had like a indiscrepancy for like my the past like 4 years or whatever.
Mhm.
So he said, yeah, he gonna just edit this up for me, get this shit right. So then yeah, it was cool,
You
man.
got to put in the work for that guy, right?
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool.
You bet. I love running into Caribbean folks that like have a position because like they just help you, dog.
That is facts.
And when I feel like when they realize that you're in the same position as them as an immigrant,
Mm-hmm.
because like you know,
Well,
especially
Jaron,
up here,
American citizen, so you know.
he's still considered an immigrant culturally.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes
Like
sense.
he's
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
off the
yeah.
boat.
Yeah.
So he would get the same treatment. Like, they're not check your passport, you know.
So nobody, because remember they work a Walmart sometime, right? And then this woman start try to argue with me. The thing me wouldn't done now, she old backside. Hey, boss me cuss woman no fetch. Like I don't woman look for me tell me post happy that me yeah. A black woman at that no. I'm saying more like miss me supposed to happy that me yeah. With everybody, like all our black people will get treated bad. And like I actually came up to you to give you some assistance because I look at you and I see that you're a black elderly woman. I figured if I have this free time and I can help anybody, why not help my fucking own? And like you will come here and talk to me like this, and you're gonna tell me all this type of thing. Like she did try to act racist to me, like miss, you didn't even fucking know me, right? I'm born in the fucking US. My accent, because unlike you, for me, people can afford for fucking travel. I boss my get down into the fucking woman. I make customer no fetch now. And there's my manager behind me, right? And the man just tap me now. I'm just a cost the fucking woman because I don't know who tells you for start with me. But after we're done, right? Maybe about like 7 minutes in, my manager like, you know, yeah, forget to him. Like, yeah, man, he's here fast. Just go
Bro,
home.
my thing is, why do people take the risk or the chance to just try to fuck somebody day up? I saw a video that everyone tagged me on Facebook, right? Two people, they could be minding their business, just like shoveling the snow out the driveway. And the neighbor must have said something, and there's like, oh, you talking to us? And they start cussing and abusing that man, right? And tell me why this guy come out to just light them up on the street.
That's in Philly.
I know, listen to this now. I don't know why, but this man should not have a gun because he either legally blind or just bought it. Because this man came up, pow, 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 hit him. Ah, pow, pow, pow. Ah, pow, pow. The man hit nobody yet now. He's shooting at them. The man walk up to them now, point blank, shooting at them while they're on the ground.
Shooting a gun isn't that easy to man.
Bro, they're still alive when he's standing over them, shooting off his gun, right? They get a couple hits, right? And they're on the ground, right? The man went back in and they got another gun, right? Because they thought he was done, right? Yeah. They thought he was done, right? So then they're like, get help,
That was during the winter and it was in Philly. The story really is February. The story really is, right? They shovel in their driveway and they put in the snow in the man yard. And the man tell them, yo, stop, shovel ice snow over y'all. And then can't see, they say, all right, they can't tell me what to do. So the man kill them.
Bro, but that's what I mean. Why you gonna try to, the man say, hey, stop. All right, stop. But there's like, nah, I don't know who you are, but you know who I am. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Why y'all test people like that? You don't know what they're capable of.
I don't know. And I think that's a very North American thing. Everybody do it. Everywhere you go, you find people that push people buttons, right? But I feel like it's this attitude of entitlement. You know?
Where they get it, dog? Where?
Because it's the land of the free. It's America. You can't tell me I can't. I do what I want. You know? That's the American mentality. That's why there's always beef. That's why somebody always stepping on somebody's toes. That's why we always just never get along, because everything is taken personally and require retaliation, whether verbally or we have to fight.
Bro, I read my situation before I retaliate. Everything I do is like
sense.
Bro.
You calculate that shit. Bro, where else do you go and see people fighting on a plane. Bro, that's the craziest thing to me. I'm like, yo, of all places where you should be well behaved, on you don't a plane, bro. You go up, they go beefing this guy.
They don't even know with the whole fighting, and then if everybody decide for get up out to the seat, run to the front of the plane, they crash the plane, they crash now.
Yeah,
you
balance
just
no
They
thing.
throw off the
that
fucking
shit.
balance.
Pilot talk about what is, try to fight the little is not current his weight, and man, everybody dead.
Like they just, I don't know, and that's why I have a hard time relating to Americans as a whole, especially the Black Americans too. It's like I don't feel like the Black African Americans, and well, I guess if you're Black, you're African American. I don't feel like they are fighting or they're the same as us in any sense. It's like, yeah, we can relate in certain things, but it's like I feel like the views of life and the way that you should be, I don't know. I don't think we're on the same page all the time.
We don't. We definitely not, bro.
Like I'm convinced. It's like I didn't come up here to just say, hey, I'm better than these people. It's like from what I've seen so far, I'm not convinced. That's what it is.
And we were raised with different like morals.
Boss, we raised with manners. You see what the manners do? You see
manners,
how different
man.
boss.
Manners.
Yes.
Maketh man.
Bro, even the other night, right? I was somewhere, bro, and then I saw a family. They were outside. I think they were like camping in their front yard, and
That's
I
cool.
passed. And when I walked past them, right, I said good night. And yo, you should have heard the lady's voice, right? Like she sounded happy as hell, and she was like, "Oh, good evening," and da 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 da. She was like, "Bro, like she been out here for like 3 days. People pass the street, and nobody ever once said like howdy to her walking down the street." And then she was like, "I can tell you're not from here." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not." And she's like, I can tell like they don't have manners around here. I was like, "Shit." I remember one time, even when I was in I was upstate New York, bro. I walked past this old lady house and I said, it was morning. I said, good morning, right? After I said that, the lady gave me a ride every time she saw me, and the lady even invited me to church. She was trying to set me up with her niece.
Like, I show the commanders, like, wow, this boy have something, bro. And that's the thing. That's how you know as a society we're different. It's like back home, you pass somebody and don't say good afternoon, or automatically you're rude. Awesome. They have a perception of you. Up here, you say good morning to somebody and it blows their mind. Not even they're like, oh well, okay. So there's still hope in the world. It's like, no, it's like, yo, is this what's happening? Where are the cameras? What is this right now? You know, like, yeah, bro. it's a whole different world, bro. But I think it has to do with class too. Like, because back home, I find that when people are usually ignorant to the point where, like, they're always quick to fight, always quick to drama and stuff. It's usually a person in a certain class of society. You don't find the typical middle class person behaving like this in public, unless like they have though. And if they are, it's one of those persons that you look at and you're like, you know what, this person really just annoying because they have no reason to behave like this. They're literally going out their way. It's like there has to be a person with some other issues, but like as a general person, I feel like we just come with manners.
That's really me. That was really me with my badness now, because I didn't really have too much of a reason for bad now.
It's like
because I'm gonna bad.
You
know what it really is? Because right, like my Oma, they let me go outside. So when he finally left, right, us me just start run. Why me outside? When me just start run. Like the day my Oma left, boss, but go outside. I'm gonna show everybody that me name flash. We're telling boss will start run, right? We'll start getting in trouble, start getting fights or so. And then, the family eventually give up on me. Kinda. For the most. That's what it really took. With them giving up on me, I just realized like there was nobody stopping me from doing what I wanted to do. So I did what I wanted to do. But then after a while, I started learning like this is right from wrong. And if I do this, there's consequences to the type of shit that I do. So I had to just grow up.
Bro, just a question, random question. If you were God, would you interact with human beings?
Hell no.
Because like I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like after one point, like, I just made all these it's like say you have an ant farm, you make this ant farm, you're just like, oh man, I'm playing around with these ants farm, giving them food, haha, making sure they're healthy, giving them water, getting rid of any mold in the we call it ant stuff, ant aquarium, ant tank, ant farm.
Ant farm. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get rid of stuff out of that ant farm, right? To keep them healthy. And they realize every time you do something, they're just out of the way and just doing their own thing and just killing each other and beefing. And you're just like, bro, why y'all beefing? Y'all are part of the same colony. After a while, you can kind of like let them do their own thing, probably open up the farm so they can get their own food. And you just let them do the thing because you're tired, you know? Like at what point, like 10 years down the line, when you go out and you see, whoa, my ants can't really move out the farm and have a whole ants nest. You're still going to interact and trouble them. Maybe once in a while you might drop two food on the ant hill, but like you're really going to trouble them.
If you choose to leave from the security that I had for you, right? And you choose to leave, like if you leave on a bad term, I'm going to leave you to let you be whatever the fuck you want to be. If like you still like communicate with me, then I will throw you assistance every once in a while. But if you choose to just cut all communication, then fuck you. Do as you please.
Because like I'm thinking about, I'm just like, yo, the God of the Old Testament really used to be talking to people and like really be helping them out. Hey God, send fire. Yo, Lord, people just doing all these things. Send some food as a famine, food, water, drought, whatever. You know what I mean? And then as time progressed and people start having more gods and stuff, I was just like, man, y'all just whatever. And then now we in today's age, everybody's like, how come God not talking to people like he used to back in the day? But I'm just like,
Good boy, don't say what you have to say.
Like
No, you don't say what you have to say. How much time you can say again?
it's like he was interfering, and I was like, that's not working. I gave them what they want, and they just complain. And I'm just like, I let them do them. I tell them I'm coming back, and they do what they do.
Plus, I feel people don't take into consideration the length of time that, like, in where he was active, humanity,
Mhm.
like, I don't think people realize how, like, the length of that period of time that was going on.
I still don't understand, dog, because I'm stuck in between science and religion, dog. Because if
This is
God
where you
tell
need to be.
if God tell who be Noah with the ark, right?
Mhm.
So God tell Noah put one of each on the fetching ark, right?
Two.
So Noah, same thing. Noah put a dinosaur on the ark. That's what we really want to find out, the
No,
dog.
you
Like,
see, but I think
Alright.
it's necessary things though, because like if I have a chihuahua and a wolf,
who tell her that the dinosaur isn't necessary? Why we have crocodiles? What the fuck the crocodile will do for me?
They didn't even have to go on the boat, though. Them
yeah,
bitches
they could just
stayed
like
in the
stay in the
freaking
water
water.
and eat whatever
Okay,
carcass
it
for the
makes sense.
animals.
Makes sense.
Like,
But
everything that they say as a dinosaur, like a modern day dinosaur, like, would not have been affected by the flood. But I
Yeah,
feel like everything else did. Maybe that's
because
why he got rid of them. He's like, they kind of
because
edging out
I
the
doubt
population.
he walk with every single species. I feel like he just like, all right, boom. Instead of bringing all the dogs, let me just bring these two dogs. Because I'm pretty sure if I let them go in whatever environment they're in, they're gonna just morph back into whatever they are or they were. You know what I mean? And then y'all gonna crossbreed them later in the future. So y'all not even gonna care what's missing.
nigga, nobody was thinking about crossbreeding. Nothing.
No, nobody was, but he knew. Hmm?
I
If
did.
you had the foreknowledge that them man's gonna like all these animals are you gonna wipe out if you have a few. Okay, it's like if you could see the outcome of each decision that you make, won't you choose or select which decision you want? So if if you pick up this pen, 7 negative outcomes are gonna happen. But if you pick up the pen and turn it, 2 of those negative outcomes ain't gonna be too bad.
That don't
So you
sound
pick
free
up
will
the
to me.
pen, okay. You
Because
pick up the
this is
pen.
him leading us to something. That's not free will, bro.
Okay, I like I bring up this free will because I had this conversation with somebody. I don't know who it was. It was everyone. When people say free will and things are destined and we don't have a choice and stuff, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm just like, why, right? And then you're like, because God knows how everything's going to turn out and it's a set path, right? So I'm thinking if I can see the past, the present, and the future, and I see them simultaneously, right? Does that make it destiny? Does that make it like, oh, I don't have a choice because I can see, because you know what's going to happen to me?
this is the thing, right? There's infinite possibilities of things that can happen.
But you're
Right?
all underestimating God if you all think that he can't see it that way then. Because you're saying if there's an infinite possibility and then you know the outcome, how can you? Then you're just saying he's not God. He's just somebody with cool
So
abilities.
no, basically, my thing is like he have the different, like he see the different possibilities of everything, and he know exactly which one that you gonna follow. But then it's not predestined. It's not predestined because it can still go the other way. It's whatever we choose to follow. I just really don't understand. Like I just don't understand it, bro. I just don't understand it. Like shit don't really make too much sense to me.
So when you say free will, what do you mean? We don't
I
have it.
mean, because if Timon, if he playing the cards like this for us to like for there's not many possibilities now. You said if we take the pen up and he tilted this way, then there's two ways that it can go. Then that's not free will.
I honestly feel like if you're a person who thinks ahead, and also like even people with like anxiety and stuff like that, people that like get nervous about like shit that can happen or that will happen that you don't know, or things that are outside your control. I feel like a person like that, you can have a hard time under that situation. Jaren's approach, I don't think he's missing it. I think that's legit. Like he's just gonna close his eyes and do what you have to do. But I don't see any other. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'd have to like be able to think down the line to know what is it going to lead to. So if not, I'm just gonna make a blind decision. Probably not gonna put much thoughts into it because I don't know. If I don't have a way of knowing, then I probably just not gonna think it through.
Okay, right? So let's say, okay, so the whole situation because John can't choose, right? What if like later in the future, or I should say the present, somebody said, bro, the only reason that I lost this leg is because you took up that pen 10 years ago.
Like, well, shit. Sucks.
Yeah, that's honestly just
It's like because
that's sad.
You
Like,
can't say even though it is Jaren's fault, it's not Jaren's fault.
But then would you say he was destined to break his foot?
I think he was destined. No, okay.
I mean, he was destined to break his
No,
foot.
bro.
Listen, you said it happened because I pick up the pen. So if that happened because I picked up the pen, then it was destined to happen.
Okay, but then you see, the what makes it confusing is because somebody in the present looking back in the past and realize how they got here. That's how they make the whole it's destined because they saw where they came from and they saw all the possibilities of it going wrong and the fact that this happened to me, I didn't have a choice. Like when you buy your car, you never thinking when you get into an accident. When you get into the accident, you're like, bro, there's no other way I could avoid this accident. You see what I'm saying?
You can leave your house later.
Nah, the fact is you don't know. The fact is you don't know.
If you left your house later, you wouldn't crash into that exact.
Okay, no. Okay.
No, you're talking like if
at
you know
the time
the
at which you
future.
chose to leave your car early or not, that was not a possibility. Exactly. That, you didn't know that was basically nobody holds the stance of destiny in the present. I mean, okay. Nah, because it's in the present. You can only claim destiny when you look back at it.
Exactly, that's what it is. So
unless
only when
it's
you
something
look
that's prophesied and you're like, okay, it's to come. And like okay, with the Bible or the end of times and certain things, you're like stuff like that because they said this was going to happen, and things along that line is happening. That's you can look at it and be like, okay, that was destiny because it was prophesied and it happened. Like you have a double confirmation, but I don't think you can call something destiny when you're in the situation looking back, because then literally every freaking thing can be called destiny because you have to take one step to take the second step to end up at the third step, like you would not have ended up here without the sequence of steps you took before.
It's like the butterfly effect, right? Because people say like, if I'm here in the present and I know what my future is going to be, me knowing what my future is going to be is going to change my future because whatever is in the future isn't destined. It's so fickle that now that I know, I might have less drive or I might have more drive that might impede the things that's supposed to put me in that position.
It might.
Then I get 10 years into the future, but still poor as fuck. And you're like, whoa.
Tim, I saw his future. They said, boy, you're going to be a millionaire. Tim, I said, what? Well, best me just cool out.
Very cool out.
You check? I reached there 10 years in. I am broke.
That is let's Tim underneath a fetching cardboard box spear change.
You check? And then I'm looking back at my past and I'm just like, that person lied to me. I was destined to be here.
No, you had the
bum.
potential,
No,
but
I had.
your perspective of it, the way you viewed what's to come, I mess you up.
That's funny, man.
So I hear what you like. What I think the point I made when you brought up this scenario was the whole destiny thing. No, I think we kind of talked it from a different angle, but I think the point I made was God doesn't. When God says He knows what's going to happen, like He knows like what's going to happen, the decisions you're going to make, and all that stuff. I think it's more so at a given time, He knows what your next decision is going to be because He knows your heart. He knows what your mind that He knows what you're going through. So whenever something happened to you, it's like, yeah, I know He's going to choose this one because based on my analysis of Him right now, that's kind of where He headed, So I don't think the whole destiny thing is like, oh yeah, just because I say, or I don't think you can. Yeah, it's not. It's fortune telling. This whole destiny thing has to be fortune telling or prophecy.
I truly don't really believe it, bro. It's not.
So you don't
it's not
believe
written.
in destiny, is what you're saying?
No, I don't.
I believe in. Okay, I think. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I believe in destiny, but not on a small scale. I believe destiny in the sense that there's
It's
certain
prophecy.
lessons that are going to be taught to you. There's certain things you're going to learn. There's certain things you're going to experience. I think all that is destined.
Some of prophecy.
The way you go about it, how it actually happens. Like this one person that could have learned. Okay, the fact is, I'm going to learn humility, right? And there's many ways I can learn humility. But the fact is, regardless as to which one of the ways I went about getting to that point, I'm going to get to that point. I think that is as far as destiny can go, and it can hold some kind of value, but not on the small basis of it's destined that I'm going to trip going up the stairs today. I don't think it's that like micro, like I don't.
Bro, but if you say it's too complex because if you say right now, man, I'm destined to fall. How you know you're destined to fall, dog? It's either now you're putting that into that atmosphere, you're just like, no, you're paying too much attention, you're clumsy when you see stairs. You're thinking about it too much. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall
some
today.
Good stairs to fall on.
Yeah, right. Just like, oh, balance lost.
And I think this is where this whole manifestation thing, because when you manifest something, you tell yourself you do it. That's literally all it is. It's like you're claiming your destiny, and because you're claiming it, ideally,
you're going to work towards it.
You go work towards it, and you keep telling yourself you're not It's not the words out of your mouth that's doing shit. Me saying this shit out loud ain't doing shit on its own. It has to be, I'm saying it because I plan to get here.
Yeah, you believe in it 100% that now I say it's gonna come to fruition.
I say it out loud. I'm putting everything I have to it, all down to my voice. It's not just a thought anymore. I've made it as it's out there now. So I think that it's more of a mental strategy to motivate yourself rather than something as mystical as destiny, like something like it happens because of the forces and this and that.
Check. Let's leave them with the thoughts of God. Think about Jesus today, guys. Think about Jesus. All right, so guys, again, thanks for listening this week. I'm glad that you're here.
Sorry I was late, guys, but we here. We outside. Thank you all for tuning in once again, for the support, for the feedback you've been getting. It's been nothing but positive feedback, so we want more of it. And it's Big Easy signing out.
I really wish I had like a nice little outro like how you did. That little thing that you said before the end. I really don't have that, so I'm gonna work it. Shut up, nigga. Okay, I'm talking.
So bully.
Yeah. I know the Badman is signing out. Bless.
Darling, please stop driving me crazy. Oh